guest in the building with us today, and
Yes, sir.
it goes by the name of Dr. Stefan Lampert of Lampert Cigars. Welcome to the show, man.
Sure.
Yes,
Welcome,
Hey
sir.
brother.
guys,
Welcome,
good
Welcome.
Doc.
afternoon or good evening.
Yeah.
Yes,
Mhm.
I
Man, now,
I
you
heard
mean he's
now,
I heard
right.
it I heard this morning where you at, Doc.
It's like 1:30. It's fine. I go usually bed at 2:30. I still have a little bit
Okay.
of a
Okay,
jet lag.
Okay.
okay,
Not too bad.
Yeah.
okay.
okay.
Yeah. Definitely appreciate you
So,
setting some time aside for us for sure.
yeah,
Of course, always,
Yeah.
always. So where you guys based in Miami, Florida?
everywhere.
So
Yeah.
everywhere. So
Everywhere.
I'm in Texas.
I'm in
I'm in
Alabama.
Atlanta. I'm in
I'm in
Atlanta.
Nice.
Newark. I'm in Newark, New Jersey.
Oh wow,
Yeah,
Yeah.
nice, nice.
We
All over the country.
yeah,
Yeah, we
yeah,
everywhere, man.
everywhere.
You know,
I
let me
can't
know if
hide.
you could do the comments because it's doing the thing again.
Oh,
Or one of
gotcha.
y'all. What's
Somebody,
going
somebody
on?
get
What's
it.
going on? Cigar Social Club. What's going on? Everybody
Hold on.
that's joining us today.
Can
We
you
appreciate y'all.
can you see the comments coming up?
Yeah, I see him.
Okay, perfect. All right.
Hmm.
Yeah, I was trying to.
Uh,
I can't respond to nothing. I was responding to Ben's question. I know
Here we
Ben.
go.
There we go.
Benjamin.
Let's go, San
Yes.
Diego.
mm-hmm.
Says he
All
Doctor
right,
Strange.
all
Yep.
right,
Reading
guys.
the
So,
Avenger.
yeah.
So Doctor Lampert is Doctor Strange on this episode. Okay, because he is a doctor. So it's only right. It's only
It's
right.
only
It's
right.
only right.
It's only
So
right. Yeah.
All right. So
Why
so
can't?
what's everybody
How
smoking?
come? How come we can't call him Reed Richards? You know,
Man.
give him a look. Give him the smart. Give him the smartest man in the world. You know, give the man some credibility. You know.
Mm, okay, that's fine. That's fine. All right, y'all. So what y'all smoking?
Oh yeah, just for the occasion.
Uh, I'm doing an ocean
Beautiful.
breeze.
Same here.
Ocean
Nice.
I'm
breeze.
smoking the ocean breeze.
and limitadas. Yes, this is my limitada. Released three
Oh
years
Mm,
ago.
man.
Yeah.
mm.
The OG
The old,
limitada.
That's
there
it.
it
The
is. You took the
OG, the
words right out
OG.
of my
Yes.
mouth. That's it.
That's considered a unicorn right now, man.
For
Mm.
sure.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
For
yeah.
sure.
Because listen, that cigar is so hard to find, but when you do find it, for that cigar to be a super long cigar, but the flavor is nonstop in it. And I was just
Mm-hmm.
telling some of the guys about how good, like how transitional that cigar is.
Hmm.
It's a good
Hmm.
cigar. It's a very very good cigar. But let's see. Welcoming everybody that's in here. What's up, Javi? What's up, Edgar?
Mm-hmm.
Darshawn in the building. We
What's
got
going
Ian.
on,
What's
man?
up, Ian?
Ooh.
We got
There you go.
Danny. What up, Danny? What up, Ben, and the Cigar Social Club, and everybody else that's joining us. No matter where you are, we appreciate y'all joining, and we really, really
Nice,
appreciate
man.
Doc.
Yeah.
We really appreciate Stefan for for hanging with us because we know that it's super, super late where he is, and we really
Mm-hmm.
appreciate you.
Oh,
We
no
really
worries,
appreciate
man.
Absolutely.
you.
Appreciate the invite. Always good, to connect to the US when I'm in Europe.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, sir.
Yes,
Yes,
sir.
sir.
So,
Yeah.
What's
Sure.
Mm.
up, Chime?
uh, so I guess I can ask the first question because since you're doing such a long smoke, do you prefer a long smoke or shorter or shorter smoke like a robusto size, or do you like sizes like the one you're smoking right now and that and
The
and
So
Siri,
that three
that's
years
a
ago?
Series A. That's a Series A.
yeah, that's a Serie A. But usually, so what I like at 10 a.m. in the morning, I start with a shorty, like the dog walker, like or a half
Okay,
Corona or a short Robusto. Then
Okay.
it gets bigger and bigger. It depends. Now at late night, I go with big size.
okay.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
Yeah, yeah. Like in the morning,
All
I
right.
do like a creamy cigar, not too strong, just like super creamy, just to wake up, and yeah, then I build up.
You build it up. You build it up.
Yeah,
Nice,
yeah,
nice, nice.
yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Mm.
All right, guys. So
Yeah.
to kind of keep it to kind of keep it to where it's kind of because I know we're not gonna hold you real long because we know how early it is for you. So we're not gonna
Mhm.
hold you along for a long time. But we do have a couple of questions that we want to ask you. So
Always,
we can
yes.
start off. We can start off. Well, Eno asked the first question. Then we can go with Justin, and then go with Stogie Brody, and then we'll just go in order like that. And
Yeah,
then
sure.
for the question, so just to keep it in order and keep everything
Yeah, yeah.
tidy, tidy. So and then we'll
For
get to the
sure.
questions in we'll get to the questions in the comments as well. So y'all hang on. We're
Mhm.
gonna get to y'all questions.
For sure.
Mhm.
For sure. What's going on, Doc? Yeah. So, um, what I wanted to ask, one of the interesting things that I read up on you about was that you blend out of three different countries,
Yes, that's right.
and I wanted to ask, like, what was your motivation behind that, and what led you to that thought process and coming from Costa Rica, Nicaragua, and DR?
Yeah, it's a very good question. So the idea behind why working with three factories, sort of the first, and I think the most important, every country, every factory has access to different tobacco. So
Mhm.
in order to have like a diversity in the portfolio, I want to, spread it. I want to spread so I can reach as many people as possible because, there are people that like the tobacco from Nicaragua, but, it doesn't make
Mhm.
sense sometimes to send everything from Nicaragua to Costa Rica to blend. So every factory has like his specialties. And, as you know, so the cigars are like it's always a matter of taste. What I say, like if it's a good construction and well done, well made, it's a great cigar. The flavor is a different story because this depends on every person's palate. You can like a cigar, and I say, okay, I don't like this cigar, but it's a good cigar. We just have different palates. It happens, and the main one of the main reasons is like to have a diversity in the portfolio. That's basically the main reason. And the second reason is just imagine what happened in the past. Factory kept fire, right? It just stopped
Mhm.
burning.
Hmm.
And if you
Mhm.
put all your cards on one factory, what happened if all your inventory burns down? You're
Yeah,
done.
Exactly.
Absolutely, you out of
Yeah,
business. Absolutely,
yeah. And so
right,
it gives me
right.
more flexibility.
Nice, nice.
Yeah.
absolutely.
So I hope this answers the question. But
Oh,
if you have,
absolutely.
yeah, yeah,
Well,
that's the main thing.
my question is, I love that Phantom Reserve 2023. Are we going to
Yeah.
see that come back?
Probably not for no 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 probably for sure not this year. Next
Hmm.
year we can talk about it. Why? Because what are we going to release this year? So I can spoil a little bit. So we released the Limitada 2025. It's coming back. It's already at the airport. It's coming back next week, the last batch. So you will have it.
Hmm.
We are releasing a very small batch of the Limitada 2023 that I kept at the factory for aging. For
Ooh.
aging, we
Mhm.
released it first,
Okay.
and this is like the last batch. I kept it like longer so we can see the development. And after the trade show, like the Intertabak trade show, this international trade show in Germany, we are going to release the Ocean Breeze in two new sizes. In
That
our
was one of my
gordito
Mhm.
size,
questions.
yeah, gordito size, a 4 by 58. That's like a perfect morning smoke, I would say, 4 by 58, like a fat one. And the second size are going to release is the it's called Toro Grande. It's a six and
Okay.
a half by 56, same size as the Limitada 2023. So these are two new sizes we're gonna release. And on top of it,
Mm.
later at a later stage this year, we're gonna release from Nicaragua. Our latest line is called Edison Verde, the green line, which is a Maduro Mexican San Andres wrapper, binder Nicaragua, filler Nicaragua, a little bit on the stronger side, but it's not box pressed, it's oval
Hmm.
pressed. So yeah,
Hmm.
Mm.
that's the plan for the
Okay.
year.
Okay.
Yeah.
Hey, he killed like three of
Outstanding.
my questions.
Mhm.
Outstanding. Yeah.
Hey, that Ocean Breeze was definitely one of them. That's one of my favorites,
Yeah.
that dog.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, so that's the plan for this year. That's why we will not release a new cigar this year. but we are
Okay.
planning about the family reserve. I'm thinking about it, and I'm also thinking about it. What should be like the next limitada for 2026? I'm already thinking.
Mm.
I don't know yet. I
Hmm.
have an idea. A couple of tobacco. Yeah.
That's gonna be nice.
Outstanding. Yeah, it's
I
gonna be
just
real
got
nice.
excited. I just got real excited, boy.
Mhm.
No, real
Yeah.
talk, man. Real talk. That's lit. That's lit, dog. For real, for real. All right, so my question is this, and I'm sure we all want to know this, but do you still practice law?
I don't practice law active. I only consult for tobacco companies,
Okay.
especially for
Mm.
American
Mm.
companies. For American companies that want to enter the European market because all of
Mhm.
their like crazy
Mhm.
legislations. That's
Mhm.
that's what I do
Oh, okay.
as a
Okay.
consultant.
Okay.
That's interesting as hell, boy.
All right.
Because I didn't listen. I mean, it's so much to learn when it comes to like when it comes to cigar companies and the process of things that they all go through, and that's a lot that people don't really
Yeah.
talk
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, the legislation, just like in certain countries, it's just crazy.
Mhm.
You have to file application after application. You have to send it to the laboratory. You have to do this test. You have to send hundreds of letters, and you have to pay this registration fee on a European level. You have to pay another registration fee. You have to pay. It's just crazy.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Hmm.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
That's crazy. All right, we circling back around to you and everybody
So
else
no,
that's
just to
everybody else that's in the comments. We're gonna get to y'all questions in just a minute. We're gonna ask ours so we can go ahead and get our part out the way, and then we're gonna get to y'all.
so my question is really just kind of going off of Fred's question when it comes to dealing with the European market, because every single country in Europe has different legislations. So it's gonna be much different from getting to Spain to get to get into England, also to be able to get into Germany. And from you know if you could just explain those processes, if you can, just you know like how
Sure.
much harder is it to crack into the market of Germany, and another big cigar market in Europe, at least in Europe, in England, and
Hmm.
in Spain.
Yes. So, okay, let me start from the beginning so everyone understands. So basically, if you want to ship cigars to the United States, you have one importer, you import the product and it's imported. This means you can sell it within the United States. Done. It's one simple process, right? You pay the duties, you pay the S chip, you pay the tariff, done, finished. So when it comes to getting into like the European market, you would think it's a European Union. You do it, you import it, it's done. No, it's not the case. So every country has its own legislation, its own tobacco law. Every country has its own tobacco tax. So basically, what you do, you import the product to the European Union. It's imported, but you cannot sell it. Why? Because you have to look to what country are you going to sell and what are the requirements? It's yeah. First of all, what you have to do, it's called track and trace. That's a new legislation in the European Union, which is a complete crap. This means every box that you send, you have to send it to a
Hmm.
warehouse, to a custom bonded warehouse. So it depends on the country. Let's say you want to sell to, let's say, Germany. Okay, Germany, you have to find a distributor slash importer that takes your product on. Okay, let's say you find one. The German importer says, "Hey, send me 500 boxes." Then I have to register the product first on the European level. At the next step, we have to apply. Okay, hey, the German importer ordered 500 boxes. Please make us track and trace codes. We have a special printer, a QR code. 500 QR code comes out. We have to hire workers to put a sticker on every single box with just a QR code on it. Once you have the QR code on it, you have to scan each box. Then you can send it, and the importer has to scan it again. So that's the
Mm.
that's just crazy. And When you go deeper, let's say you want to sell it to Poland or Sweden. Sweden has this crazy legislation. You don't do the QR code on the box. You have to open the box. You have to apply the QR code on every single stick.
Oh,
Wow,
Oh
So
my
oh
god.
wow.
that's
yeah,
crazy.
it's crazy. Yes,
Yeah,
yeah.
that's crazy.
So
And so
I'm
you can imagine how much labor that costs if you have to
Mhm.
open the box, print the code, put it in every single stick, and put it back on the box.
Yeah.
Yeah.
so does that make it worth it to go to almost like as a company to kind of go into Europe? Does it make because it's so much extra cost, so much extra labor, when you have now, when you have the Asian market, which is also getting a major bump in the cigar world, and then you have the U.S. market, which smokes up about 75% of
Mhm.
of the tobacco world.
I would say it depends from country to country. When it goes, I mean, I think you can handle when it goes a stick on the box, this you can handle.
Okay,
But when it goes to
okay.
single stick, that's you really have to look into it. Like, is it worth it? Like, because you have really have to move volume to to make this up. It really depends from country to country, I would say.
Okay,
Yeah.
All right. And
nice.
Marvin in the building. What's
Marv,
good,
what's going
Marvin?
on, Marv?
Guys, what's going down?
Marvin, what's
Marvin,
going
What's
what's
on,
going,
going
brother?
on?
what's
Marvin,
going on?
What's going on?
Oh, I just want to say,
definitely my
Marvin, that
brother.
movie
How
was
you doing,
amazing,
man?
Marvin.
For
Huh?
sure.
I said that
Thank,
that movie was amazing.
That is a
Yes,
good
it
movie,
thank you,
was.
brother.
brother. Thank
That's
you,
a
That was
good
That
man.
movie
movie,
was
Thank you
brother.
guys
amazing.
for
amazing.
watching, man. Thank you for
For
Yeah,
watching,
sure,
man.
yeah,
man.
I
Yeah.
appreciate it.
yeah,
Come on, I appreciate that so much, man. Thank you, man. It'll
yeah,
be
man.
it'll be on. I think it'll be on Amazon or Netflix in a couple of weeks. So
Oh, that's
one of them.
awesome. I will watch
Uh,
it.
Yeah.
now
Awesome.
Stephen, Stephen, what's going on,
I
brother?
bought the movie. I
What's
What's
bought the
going
going
on?
movie.
on?
mm,
Everybody good?
everybody
What's up?
good.
All right.
Sure.
Doing
I'm
good,
smoking
bro.
this. I actually got this cigar. Um, it's a Steve. It's a Lampert event exclusive. I got at Davidoff of Geneva in New York. I don't know if you
Okay.
remember this one,
Mm.
Stephen. This one here.
Nice.
Nice, man. Nice.
I've been wanting
Yeah.
this cigar for a couple of years. I've been
Maybe
waiting to smoke it. Well, about
maybe
a
if I
year and a
can
half.
maybe if I can just jump in, Marvin, do you remember when you smoked the first lamp and what country was it?
I knew you were going to ask me this, man.
Yeah, you
Um,
remember when we talked? I love it because I
yeah,
just
I
came
know,
back
I
from that
know,
country.
I
It's so
know. The
funny.
first I discovered Lampert cigars. Well, first off, shout out to my brother D Love because D Love. I would watch D Love's video, and D Love would always talk about Lampert. He would just rave and rave about Lampert. And I could not get him in California. I didn't know where to get him, and I didn't have my online game up. But I was doing a TV show called Halo that shot in Budapest, Hungary,
Yeah.
and I was
Hmm.
in
Okay.
Budapest. And there's a cigar lounge called the Opera House. The Opera is right across the street from the
Yeah.
Opera House. And my guy, his name is Pete, the guy who runs it, Pete. Um, and he when I went in there to his humidor, he had all the Lampert. He had the El Gringo, the Don Padron, um, God, what other ones did I get? I think the 1875, and
Yeah.
I got a bunch of them, and I smoked them. So the first time I ever had Lampert myself was in Budapest, Hungary, and I brought a ton of them home. I was buying them like crazy, and yeah, very, very
I
good
Good
love that
product
stuff.
you're
story.
putting out,
I
brother.
love that
Hmm.
Yeah,
story.
yeah, Budapest, Hungary, man.
Hmm.
Because when I got on, you
Yeah.
guys were talking about the whole European thing. Did you run into that problem in Budapest? Because Pete, who you know, Peter, he
Yeah.
had a lot of your stuff there.
Yes. But Hungary is like a special market because they are so strict. I mean, first of all, mostly they buy single sticks. And
Right.
if you look at when you bought a cigar, what's on the cellophane? So you have two health
Oh my
warnings.
God,
You have two health
bro,
warnings on there. You have a QR code
bro,
on
no,
there, and you have a warranty
I
seal.
still
You,
I still have some of them cigars,
yeah,
Stephen. Like it It's incredible what they put on the cellophane, guys. It'll make you never want to smoke anything, bro. I promise you, you'll
Yeah.
never.
Oh,
The
is it
pictures
worse than Canada?
Oh
it's
yes.
similar to Canada. So like the picture
Okay.
exactly, it's similar to Canada. So if you bought cigars in
Mhm.
Canada or any tobacco product, like they put these
Ah,
horror. It's like watching a horror movie. They put these horrific
they, do,
pictures on the cellophane,
they do the
and Budapest
visuals.
is the bro. It's crazy.
That's crazy.
It's crazy.
Hey,
Yeah.
Doc, you got now. We're gonna get to a couple of questions in the comments. Now, I know Ben. Shout out to Ben, and shout out to everybody
Up,
that is
man.
watching right now, man. So Ben says, Stefan, are you an American sports fan? If so, do you have a favorite football team?
Football? No, I love like basketball. I'm a basketball fan.
Oh,
You're a
so you're
basketball guy?
so you're a Knicks fan, huh?
No. He's not a
No.
Knicks
Well,
Hey,
fan.
no, he's not a Knicks fan.
He's
Please,
not a
are
Knicks
you a
fan.
Knicks fan?
No, not
Oh,
anymore.
Nah.
not well, not anymore.
there you go. Smart man.
That's wild.
uh,
Damn,
no,
and
Uh,
don't nobody like the Knicks, bro. That's crazy.
It's all right.
hey, Fred, can you switch me and Stefan out? Like in places.
Let me see. Hold on.
Uh,
say it again.
Here we
There you
I
go.
go.
did it.
There you
Yeah,
go.
yeah.
Hey, that's my first time doing that. That's
There we
live.
go.
I got it, bro.
Hmm.
My bad.
Okay.
My bad. I just got excited. My bad. I didn't know I could do that. My bad. Let's see. We got another one right here. And shout out to AZ, y'all. Our Make Believe sponsor.
Oh,
Our Make
Yo.
Believe sponsor is in the building. AZ, the golden boy of we all know it. Cigar Page. What's What's
hmm.
up, bro? So he has a question for Mr. for Stefan here, and he says, Stefan, are you inspired by selected tobacco?
I would say we make our so the blending has nothing to do with selected tobacco. So I'm friends, with Nelson. I'm friends with Nelson, but the products like is like really completely different. So I don't say, hey, what is Byron Bay doing? Let's copy it. No, it's completely this, no involvement at all. Nothing.
Mm.
Nice,
Yeah.
nice.
Okay.
Mm.
We
All
have
right.
access
So
to the same tobacco though.
Okay.
Oh,
Oh,
nice, nice.
because you
Okay.
have a factory in Costa Rica.
Yes.
Right.
Yes. So
Yes.
right.
Tabacos de
Yeah.
Costa Rica, they make for cigar for us. They make cigar for Selected Tobacco and for a couple of other brands. Yes.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And a quick shout out. Shout out to our brothers over there, Cigars Unbanded. Now, Stefan, I know that you'll be meeting up with Cigars Unbanded pretty soon as well. So for those
Yeah.
who are not tuned in to Cigars Unbanded, shout out to Peter, shout out to
Uh,
Carpy,
Oh,
and the rest of
Peter,
the
yeah.
guys.
yes.
Yeah.
My
Hey,
man,
fuck you,
Peter.
Peter.
Hey, listen, listen. So you see the background, right? You see the
Yeah, hey,
background.
listen.
You see the background. Now listen, I sent Peter this picture. He threw up. I'm not gonna lie to you. He now let's get back to the questions. Now let's see who we got. Oh,
I'd
brother
like to
Marvin.
know. Yeah.
Oh, my bad. Oh, go ahead. Go
I,
ahead. Just
well, I was just gonna ask. I wanted to know, how did the cigar journey start for you, coming from
So
the
my
world of law and everything.
my cigar journey started like 6 years ago as a lawyer in Vienna. So
wow.
Oh,
Okay.
yeah,
nice.
Okay.
yeah. So I had never had an intention, hey, let's make a cigar brand, let's go into the cigar market. No, I was too busy with cases. So I
Okay.
had clients coming to my law office, and what did they do? In like meeting rooms, smoking like hell. At some point, I said, "Look, guys, I would just make a house blend." I made I would just make the story short. So I traveled to Costa Rica, to the factory because I got an introduction through a friend. I asked him, "Hey, guys, can you make a house blend?" I started with 1,000 cigars, and they said, 1,000, nah, not really. Like 2 days later, I showed up again and I pitched my ideas like, hey, can we do a house blend? And yeah, finally, we made a house plan, only 1,000 cigars. We shipped it, and I just brought them to my law office. Every client that came can have a cigar and smoke it there. I charged him by the hour, so it was good for me. Um,
Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah, for
yeah.
Mm-hmm.
sure. For
So
sure.
yeah, and how I came up with the first name of the cigar, I was very nervous. Paid the cigars, 3, 4, 5 months later, still nothing. And at some point, the secretary from the factory asked me, "Hey, how do you want to name your cigar?" I said, "I have no idea." Every time I called, she called me Gringo. Said, "You know what? It's gonna be my
Mm-hmm.
name. I'm will be the Gringo." So the first cigars that you guys, if you have smoked El Gringo, that was my
El
first brand.
Gringo. Oh,
Was that the
okay.
first one?
Nice.
Mm.
Yeah, that
Was
Nice.
was
that
my
the
first
first
one.
one?
Yeah, it was the first
Wow.
one. Yes.
That
Yes.
was the
Mm.
That's why.
first that
Yes.
in Budapest, guys. That was the first cigar from Lampert I smoked.
Mhm. Yeah.
Man.
Was the
Wow.
Gringo, and I
Full
and I
circle.
and I fell in love with it, man. Like, and then
Mm.
I discovered Don. Well, I had bought the Don Padron. I had bought a bunch of them, but I couldn't get them, so I didn't just smoke them right away. Like, I kept them. Like, I brought them back to the
Mhm.
States because I was like, I don't know when I'm gonna be able to get these shits again. So, and I and
Yeah.
I and I bought I had a bunch of the Gringos, and I smoked that Robusto Gringo, and it was fire. And then I eventually smoked the Don Padron, and that was over. It was over. I couldn't smoke nothing
That was
Mm-hmm.
else. That was
it.
rough.
Oh yeah.
oh, Stefan, I got one quick thing for. I got a cigar name for you. So you should name it one of your cigars Body Hour because it'll go back to your field as being a lawyer because you were saying you charge by the hour. So it'll be like a little inside joke, to like yeah, like back in the day it was by the hour,
By the hour. You're giving me a
Hey,
good
that,
idea.
that
Yes.
that might
Instead
work.
of
That might
instead of
work.
late hour, by the hour.
by
By
the
the
hour.
hour.
Yeah.
By the
Yeah.
hour. Yeah, yeah, yeah. All right,
There you
so
go.
so shout out to Ben, man. Ben had another. My bad, Ben. I missed this question that he asked. Now he was asked about is Lampert rum the go-to pairing for all Lampert rums? Um,
Mm.
I,
Yep.
and so he was asking, and what about the two different vintages?
Yes. So we also make rum in Panama. We have a 7-year-old
Okay.
rum and a 12-year-old rum. I think in the US it's available at totalwine.com. Um, So yeah, so what we did, we made the rum for the cigars. So the cigars were first, then we made the rum. So what we always recommend, if you're a cigar smoker, we recommend go with the 12-year-old rum. I think it pairs better, a little bit better, for the Nicaraguan line. And if you're like on a little bit on the sweeter side, you do the 7-year-old rum, and you compare it like with the Gringo or Dom Patron. That's our
Mm.
Mm,
recommendation.
Okay.
Mm,
nice.
mm.
Yeah.
And let me
So
just interrupt real quick, man. This is a chocolate bomb, bro. A
mm,
Yes.
chocolate
Milk chocolate.
bomb.
Milk chocolate.
that's it.
Yes, yes,
Yeah,
bro.
the retro. What
The
do you
Mm.
think about the retro hail?
the retro is like
Yeah.
it's pillowy. I
Yeah.
can't really explain it. It's a pillowy, cloudy chocolate, man.
Yeah.
It's delicious. It's delicious.
Yeah.
Hats
Now I'm
off, brother.
now so now for me it's chocolatey, but it also has some creaminess to the cigar, and like the creaminess kind of reminds me of like a Rice Krispie treat type of creaminess. That's what
Mm,
it
Yeah.
reminds me of.
mm. I see that. I see that,
Yeah, you
bro.
know what I'm saying? That's what it kind of reminds
Yeah.
me of. So
Yeah.
now before I get to my question that I want to ask, now we do have another question from the cigar page golden boy himself, Mr. AZ. Um,
Mm.
he says, Stefan, what are your thoughts on Cuban tobacco? And what are your favorite habanos?
Okay, so on Cuban tobacco, I think the Cuban tobacco is very, very good if it's well fermented. I think
Mhm.
it's one of the best tobacco you can get, but it always depends on the fermentation, on the process. If you if you look back, let's say 20, 30 years ago, if you smoked the Cuban, this special like earthiness tobacco was like unique, very, very good. So yeah, I think Cuban tobacco is good if it's properly fermented. If it's not properly fermented, yeah, I'm not a big fan of it. And what's my favorite? I think one of my
Mm.
go-to Cuban cigars. I mean, I don't smoke many Cubans anymore, but it was like the D4, like it was like a everyday cigar. I like the
Okay.
H. Upman and the Seagull 6. These were like my Cuban favorite cigars.
Classics,
Mm.
all
Mm,
classics.
mm,
Classic, yes.
hmm.
For sure. For sure.
I got a question. I don't know if anybody asked this question yet, but I'm curious because you said the cigar journey started 6 years ago,
Yeah.
right? So that
Mm-hmm.
was when you decided to make cigars 6 years ago.
Uh, yeah, like that's when like let's say 6 years ago when the first cigar came on the market.
Okay. So and were you a big cigar smoker before then?
Yes.
Like,
Yeah.
so how
Okay.
long
Yeah,
were
I
you
smoked
smoking
like
before then?
I would say like 10 years.
Wow.
Okay.
10 years, yeah.
Very
Yeah.
cool. Very cool.
Nice.
Yeah.
Nice.
My question is this. Now, to me, in my opinion, your
Yeah.
oscuro cigar is very underrated. Very underrated, and is
Yeah.
very good. Now, I have a question. Do you plan on not tweaking the blend, but playing around with any more Vitolas when it comes? I think is it the
93.
1593?
1593. 93, yes.
1593.
1593. Yeah.
1593.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Now,
Absolutely.
do you plan on playing with any more sizes any more Vitolas, like maybe a chubby or a pig, or
Yes.
maybe like a Salomon? I think that cigar would. I mean, I don't know. I don't. Well, I haven't smoked one. I haven't smoked a cigar in the Salomon side with an Oscuro wrapper. So, I mean, I don't know if it could be different. I just want to know if you have any plans on with that
Yes, no,
blend.
we have plans, and I'm already working on it on a restructuring to push the Oscura again, maybe in a different Vitola. We are already working on it. It's just I
Gotcha.
haven't made it to the Dominican Republic because I was so busy with Costa Rica and Nicaragua. But it's on my list this year. I will do a revisit. Yes.
Man,
Mm.
and I'm excited about that because I mean now, and I don't know if anybody else can attest to this, but as long as I've been smoking Lampert, and the first time I smoked Lampert, that was back in, I think that was 2019. No, it was 2018, and it
Mm.
was before I started doing reviews and all that stuff, and um I had my first Lampert cigar. I don't remember which one it was, but I remember it was from it was I got it from Thompson. And so the thing about it was it was select cigars in that pack. Like I don't they for one they didn't take care of it. Number one. Number two, when once I let it sit for a while, once I let it sit for a while, it became a very good cigar. And I guess because for me, because it had the way that they packaged it was really bad. It was really bad. And so when I got them, and they were in they were little bitty robustos. They were like in the little bitty robusto size.
Yeah.
And so the first one I had it was the Oscuro, and that was the best one out of the pack. And so I was like, I wonder, if I ever smoke this again, and I smoked it again, and this time I think it was in the Toro size. It was in the
Mm.
Toro size, and it was even better. It was way better than the first time I had it. So I was like, this
Is this
cigar
the
is
cigar,
so
Fred?
underrated.
Is this the purple and gold band? Is this the one?
Oh,
I can't
that's
see.
the Morado. That's the
No, that's
Nicaraguan.
not it.
Oh,
No,
oh,
that's not
okay,
it.
okay. I don't know if I've had
No,
the
this
Oscuro yet.
is, bro. That Oscuro is that's Oscuro is, and the balance of the flavor with with that cigar is very underrated, bro. It's very underrated in my opinion. A lot of people don't know about it, and a lot of people like haven't had that. I know I'm sure they have it in the humidor, but they just haven't smoked it yet. But if you my in my opinion, coming from me, if you have it, smoke it. It's a really good
Yeah.
cigar.
Hmm.
1593 is
Do you
Mm.
great.
think the Oscura is
It's a
strong?
great cigar.
Huh?
Do you think the Oscura is strong in your opinion?
No, not for
It's
me, because not for me, because I love a good. I love it. Well, I put it. It's not strong. It has a lot of bold flavor. It's very, very bold with the flavors. I say it'll be more full body with flavor than strength. That's
Mm-hmm.
just
because
but
it's
that's coming from me.
Uh-huh.
yeah, because why I'm saying it's so interesting because for the European market, they say it's too strong. That's why I'm
Uh-huh.
Really?
Mm,
yes, many people are like, oh, this is very strong.
wow.
Wow.
Yeah,
That's
yeah,
OG
It's
that's
not.
why
I don't know.
also
Sal.
It's not strong to me at all.
yeah,
But it does have
yeah,
a lot of bold flavors.
yeah,
Like it kind of it's
Mm-hmm.
one of those cigars that really like if a lot of people, you know how they say don't judge a book by its cover. It's one of those
Yeah.
cigars like okay, this look, it doesn't look like it's it is super bold with flavor, but it's one of those
yeah,
cigars that give you a donkey kick to the mouth with flavor.
yeah, yeah.
Uh-huh.
That yeah.
That's
Uh,
OG
Yeah.
Sal.
yeah. OG Sal. So
Yeah,
Sal
Sal, what's
said.
going on, brother?
Yeah.
Shout out to Sal, man. Shout out to Sal. So
Sal,
Sal said,
salute,
I've had the
salute.
pleasure to smoke an ocean breeze alone at dusk, just across the Santa Monica Beach in California. Hold on, wait, hold on, it's a lot. There we go. Um, there it is. Okay. In Santa Monica, California. At that moment, my life and that cigar made sense. Thank you, Dr. Lampert. Much respect.
Thank you
You
for the
know,
support,
Now,
Al.
now I
now
can
that
say
oh,
Sal is the one that introduced me to the Ocean Breeze. Sal and Hobby.
Uh,
And
uh-huh.
when he told me about this cigar, man, the thing about this cigar, I never got salt. It's like a salted taffy. I
Uh-huh.
can't even explain it, bro. That cigar on a beautiful day, Sal is head on with that, man. He's dead on the
Yeah,
head with
man.
it. It's beautiful.
Yeah.
It's beautiful.
I remember
That's sort of like this ocean breeze too.
P-
Man, I'm getting like a
PCA.
Uh-huh.
lot of sea
Yeah,
salt, caramel, and nougat
Yeah,
off
man.
of it.
yeah.
PCA
Go ahead, bro.
2024. PCA 2024 is when I first met Stefan in person,
yeah,
and he
yeah,
gave me the Ocean Breeze for the first time. I've since smoked a box of them, I guess, or maybe more too by
Yeah.
myself. But that's a
Mm.
fantastic freaking cigar, man. Ocean
Outstanding.
Man,
Breeze
Is that
is
you know?
any time of the
Oh.
day, anywhere, like you say, it's a great day. If you want to start off your day, great Ocean Breeze.
Yeah.
yes, sir. Absolutely.
So my question now is that everybody's bringing up memories. So what are some of your favorite memories just personally getting a cigar? Who was that person that you were like, I'm into cigars. This the person that I want to smoke with. Was it a best friend? Was it your dad? Was it an uncle? Or or was it somebody in the industry?
so you mean once the cigar was ready,
No,
like
like
or
just in general. Not even deal with Lampert, but just you as a person. Like who was that person that you had a cigar with that you were like
oh, it
nothing
was my
top this moment,
grandpa.
right?
It was my grandpa. Why? Because he gave me the first cigar. It was my life.
Nice.
Nice,
Yeah, yeah, it was my grandpa. Yes. Yeah.
nice.
What cigar was
So
it?
Yeah.
oh, Steph, he asked what cigar was it? Do you remember?
Yeah, it was the Gringo, the first one with him.
Oh,
Was the
that's
Gringo?
Oh,
Yes.
that's
Okay.
amazing.
Yeah, it was the
That's
Gringo.
amazing.
He gave me my first cigar after I finished high school. He said, now we have
Yeah,
to celebrate, and I smoked it. And years later, I gave him like the Gringo. I said, look, this is what I made.
yeah.
Yeah,
That's
That's
awesome.
awesome.
man,
yeah.
that's
Now
Yeah.
lovely.
now was it for his palate? Was Grandpa like, all right, baby, I see you. Okay.
No,
That
he
baby.
no, he loved it. He said, I want to buy a box. I said, don't buy one. Give one for free. No, 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 I want to buy one.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that right there has to be one of the best moments in the world to get that stamp of approval from the person that you look up to so much. You know.
yeah,
Yeah, facts, facts.
yeah,
All right,
I
yeah.
got
so
one. Go
Ian
ahead, bro.
has. Oh no, I'm trying to get to these some because these questions I think they're starting to pour in. Y'all can see the chat.
Yeah.
I can't.
Yeah.
But
Mhm.
Stefan, so Ian, shout out to Ian. Ian wants to know from you, Stefan, when can we get the Von Lewis blend again?
Yeah, when Hunter orders again. Very simple.
Yeah.
Shout out to me.
Uh-huh.
When Hunter said, Stefan, send me another XYZ amount of cigars. Okay, done.
Mm-hmm.
It's
Yep.
this is a store exclusive for him. He just have
Mhm.
to tell me. So Ian, push Hunter, and we'll make it happen.
Hey, there we go.
There we
There
go.
we
There we
go.
go.
And shout out to
It
Sober
is.
Cigars, man. We got one T
What's up,
man in the
Matt?
building. What's up,
What up,
Matt?
What's
Matt?
up, brother?
What's
Matt,
up, Matt?
going on?
Matt wants to know. Matt wants to know. What's your biggest seller within your cigar line?
So it's very difficult. So just by numbers or like what's moving I mean what's moving very fast is always the
Yeah.
limitada. Like the limitadas are sold out before we ship them from the factory. That's number one. What we sell a lot. I mean, it really like it's so interesting. It really depends from country to country.
Yeah.
For instance, in the US, we sell a lot of either Ocean Breeze or the Don Patron. That's in
Mm-hmm.
the US. Yeah.
Very good
When
cigar.
we look, for instance, to Norway, it's always short robusto. It's Azul short robusto. Very interesting. Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
it's so every country has like its special needs, special cigars. So when we look at Bulgaria, Gatsby, Gatsby. It's all about
Wow.
Gatsby torpedoes. Yeah,
Wow.
Mm-hmm.
yeah. It's so
Wow.
Okay.
interesting. Yeah. In
Mm-hmm.
Asia, Edición Rojo. I don't know why. Maybe because it's the red band. It
Yeah.
means luck.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
Rojo's been
Yeah.
fantastic too. That's another like go-to for
Yeah.
me, man. Like this thing
Facts.
is freaking
Facts.
fantastic.
Mm-hmm.
We got one more question from the comments here, and then Stogie Brody, we're gonna let you ask your question. Um, so Darshan, shout out to Darshan. Darshan wants to know:
So
do you have a favorite celebrity cigar, or would you do a celebrity cigar with someone?
No, I would do a celebrity cigar with someone, no problem. But I don't have a favorite celebrity cigar because I don't know
Okay.
what every celebrity. I know Marvin. He's a celebrity. He smokes Ocean Breeze.
There you go. Yeah.
there you go.
Uh-huh.
There you go.
My
Yes,
favorite
sir.
Mm-hmm.
extra. Yeah.
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 Let's go, baby. Okay, well, I'm gonna throw mine out there. Doc,
There you go.
what's what's your daily driver? Like what's in your personal humidor? Like what do you keep on hand that's all the time that you can reach for any time of day and it's just right there. You just go for
I mean, my personal humidor is full with samples. Full with
it. Oh,
samples. Yeah, I have like one big humidor, samples with years, where's it rolled, what factory. It really like when I go to work, so what I do, I just smoke samples basically, new blends.
Mm-hmm.
okay.
Yeah.
Let me ask you this: When can you recall when you had to sample out for the Ocean Breeze? Like, what was that moment where you was like, "Damn it, I got it. This is it right here."
Well, no, when I smoked the Ocean Breeze, I was like, wow, this tobacco is something special I haven't seen on the market. I said, that's it. I want to do this cigar. That was
Nice,
the Ocean Breeze experience. Yeah. Like this, I
nice,
think it has
nice.
like a very unique taste. The Ocean Breeze.
Yeah,
I
Mm-hmm.
haven't seen
Yeah.
this taste in any other cigar.
not from my
Mm,
experience.
yeah.
Not from my
Nah.
Mm,
experience.
Mm-hmm.
Definitely
What was the
outstanding.
tweak, Stefan? What was the tweak between, because it's very interesting what you've been able to do in the last 2 years. Well, I guess it was 3 years, right? Because the Limitada was
yeah.
2023, right? It
Yeah.
came out
Yeah.
2024, but it was 2023.
34. Yes, we rolled it 2020,
Yes.
but I let it age.
Yes.
That's why we skipped it. Yeah, we skipped it. Yeah.
Right. So, but, and I love that cigar. The 2023 and the 2025 are better than us, one of everybody's favorite cigars from a, yeah, very expensive cigar brand, but I won't say the name out of respect. But it's better than that to me. Um,
Mm-hmm.
but what was the tweak between, because those two cigars are incredible, the 2023, the 2025, incredible. But there's a tweak on them. What that, because I've smoked them. Um, kind of in tandem a little bit here,
Yep.
recently, just recently, and I I enjoy them both to the max. But is there something? There's a tweak that in the 2025 is a little, in my opinion, a little richer than the 2023.
Yes, yes. So with the goal with the 2025, I want to make it richer, sweeter with this like chocolatey. That was my goal, making more chocolate, this milk chocolate, make it like sweeter and make it like very, very clean on the retro. That you only have like this sweetness and no burning, nothing. That was the tweak. And for me, when I made the 2025, I was really like also nervous because first of all, it was our first box press cigar, and
Right.
the I had like the level of because the ratings that we got from the 2023 was like really really high. So and I was thinking, working like really hard. How can I beat like okay, or how can I be on the same level or even higher? Not to get like not to bring out it or like the a bad cigar. So it was very very challenging to make a cigar that is at least on the same level as the 2023. So that was a really, really tough work. I went to the factory, I think, like 8 times. Because,
Oh,
Wow.
yeah,
Hmm.
Yeah, you
yeah.
did it. You did it with
hey,
that one.
that
Definitely, definitely
mission
did it.
accomplished.
Hmm.
Mission
Yeah.
accomplished.
Hmm.
Thank you.
So
Thank you, guys.
how did you get inspired to get into the rum line? How did Lampert rum come about?
Yeah. I mean, I always love to pair the cigar with something. And for me, because I live in Panama most of the time, like 6 months, 6, 7 months a year.
Okay.
And Panama is very famous for rum. So I had contacts to a very good rum distillery, and the master blender, he was like Cuban. He worked for Havana Club 30 years ago, and then he moved to Panama, and he was the man who helped me developing a rum that works very well for a cigar. And why not whiskey? Because I don't know, I'm not a big fan of whiskey because every time I drink whiskey, I get hiccups. I don't know why.
Mm.
Yeah, it's me. Yeah,
Yeah.
Mm.
And
yeah.
Peter,
Oh,
shout
Peter
out
is
to
not
Peter. Peter,
Peter is
Peter
not
said,
lying. He is not
Peter
lying.
said, I'm buying 20%
20%.
of the 2023-2025 inventory when they are available again.
Okay, so Peter, they are available. It's already at the airport. They will land on Monday or Tuesday,
Mm.
depending on the custom, and it will be available this or next week. So watch out.
Ooh.
Okay.
Oh wow. Okay.
There's
Oh
the
Yeah.
heads
man.
up.
Yeah.
And just
There's
not
the
the
heads
twenty
Hey,
up.
percent, just not the
hey,
twenty percent from Peter. The whole
He
cigars unbanned Discord is
Yeah.
probably
Right.
at
It's
he
over.
60
listen.
percent,
It's
bro.
over.
Yeah.
It's over.
Yeah.
It's over.
Yeah.
yeah.
It's over.
Hmm.
Now I have a question for you now,
Oh,
Stefan. Now,
oh, hey, Frank, can I say one thing real quick?
go ahead.
That's such a dirtbag move from a guy like Peter to go up and buy 20% of the inventory so other people can't get it.
He will
I
resell
just,
it. He will resell it.
yeah, exactly. See, Stephon know it.
Nah.
Wait,
Stephon know
hey,
it.
wait.
I'm gonna defend Peter. I
Knowing
gotta
Peter,
defend my guy. I gotta
hey,
defend my
knowing
guy.
Peter, he gonna
Peter
send
is
it
gonna
out.
send them to people. Peter sent
Yeah.
me
I was just
one.
about to say
Peter
he gonna
sent me
send it
one,
out.
Yeah.
Stefan.
He gonna send it out.
He sent me one, so I gotta defend my brother. No, he's gonna buy 20%. I know, but he'll give them
Yeah,
away. He'll
and
give them away.
hey, 20%. Think about that. That's one. That's one of like of X amount.
So you got $5 in your check.
I think I got some.
Oh man, that's wild, man.
Mm.
Ah, God
That is
damn.
amazing.
Oh my
Oh
God.
man.
Uh,
All right, Stefan. So my question is there any blenders that that you want to work with, or like in the future you have any blender that you would like to work with and do a collab with?
I mean, at the moment, I haven't thought about it to be honest, because I'm really, really happy with my team that I have now. As you can see, what they are bringing, what
mhm.
we're making happy
Oh yeah.
together. I haven't thought about it, but maybe, but no idea so far.
And that's a slight flex. I'm him. I'm him.
for sure.
Yes, sir. Yes,
That's
sir.
a flex
I'm
flex.
Yeah, yeah,
I'm with that.
Definitely.
I'm with
That's
that.
a flex flex.
Definitely.
yeah. Okay.
Hey, um, now, um, um, dang it, I had another question at the top of my head, but if there's any more other questions that y'all want to ask in the comments,
Okay.
please drop those
I
questions.
got
We're
I
gonna
got
get to
one.
them,
I
but
got
I know
one.
Mm.
Brody got a question.
What's your like what is your favorite leaves or wrappers to work with? Like what is your favorite things to blend with? Like wrappers and leaves and stuff of that
I
nature.
mean, I actually have two favorites. Ec Ecuadorian, no, actually, Ecuadorian. I'm a big Connecticut fan. I mean, I know Connecticut,
Mm.
and I mean, I love
That's me.
Connecticut. I love San Andres, but San Andres, I'm very picky because I only like the San Andres that is like dark, dark, dark. Because you know there are different levels of San
Mhm.
Andres. If you look, if you take like a couple of cigars with San Andres wrapper, you will see it's a color difference. I'm very
Mhm.
picky. I like really like the black San Andres, and yeah, basically what I really love every wrapper that comes out from Tabacos de Costa Rica. Why? Because they have their own wrapper farms in Ecuador. Everything comes from them. Everything they
Mm.
made,
Mm.
amazing. Yeah. So this is the factory with their own wrapper farms. Perfect. Perfect for me because the wrapper is a very important part on the cigar.
Yep. Yep.
Yeah.
Okay.
Mm.
So the 1675 edition
My internet
Azul,
connection is going
it
crazy right now.
came.
But
Mm.
Sean has a question. Um, how do we get that Lampert card?
Yeah, so I will release it soon. I'm working with my with an IT team to because we will release the Lampert Black Card, which gives like a lot of benefits for all the people that have this card, like with earlier access to cigars, special blends only for the card members. We are
Okay.
creating a program right now.
Nice. That's
Yeah,
awesome.
yeah.
That is awesome.
Justin, what you was
So
asking,
And
so
King?
is that kind of tied into the My Cigar Lab project?
No, it's just something because we don't have that many cards, so I want to have like that all the members cannot be too many members because I want to make
mhm.
something special like unique blends that you cannot get anywhere out of for instance Costa Rica. This is going to be like a program you can log in, you give your card number, membership number, in name, you can log in, you can see what's coming up. Let's say we're gonna release the limitada, you have the right to reserve it first before any other stuff like that.
Okay.
Yeah,
So that means cigar vendors get their own card. The
yeah,
Mm.
Lamper
Yeah.
There it
cigar
is.
vendor card.
Mhm.
Ah.
Here we go.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Mhm.
I'll
Oh
take it.
man.
yeah.
So Ben has a question. He said, is there an initial Vitola you blend from? And is there a favorite child in your portfolio?
Not really. So basically, what he's asking, like, what's like the master Vitola where we start the blend on? Usually, I know, like, okay, what market we want to focus with that blend. Let's say if it's the US, we're gonna start usually either with a Toro 6 by 54 or with a 6.5 by 56. So that's the blend where we're gonna start. If I want to release a cigar, for instance, let's say Norway, we will start with a short robust with a tiny one or half Corona. It really depends like what's the blend, like what country where I want to have the impact on.
Mm.
That's when I start.
Mm.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right, man. That's awesome. Um. Any other guys on before we finish the questions in the comment section? You guys got any more questions for Doctor?
Yeah.
So oh
One of my favorite blends is that 1675 edition Azul. Like, can you talk a little bit about the partnership
Yes.
and how you came with that blend?
So the line Lampert 1675 is made in Nicaragua. We have three lines: Azul, Rojo, Morado. and the fourth one coming after Intertabak, the Verde, the green one, British Racing Green.
Okay.
Um, the Azul has the Habano wrapper. The Rojo is the one with the Connecticut, and the Morado is the one with the San Andres wrapper. Same with Tolas, like we always do short Robusto, Robusto 5x50, and Toro 6x52 in all lines like Azul, Rojo, Morado. And with the Verde that's coming, we make an exception. We will do an oval pressed cigar with San Andres wrapper.
Okay.
Mm,
Oh,
Awesome.
Yeah.
mm. And that Azul is
Awesome.
fire, man. That Azul
Yeah.
Yeah.
nice.
And yeah, the Azul,
Yeah.
the special thing about the Azul is the Peruvian tobacco, the Pele de Oro.
Yes,
mhm,
Mm-hmm.
sir.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. That makes
Mhm,
it very interesting on the retro hill, in my opinion.
mhm.
Nice.
So,
Yep.
so I have a question. Speaking on tobacco, have you messed around with any other, as far as South American countries, as far as messing with, you know, because Argentinian tobacco or tobacco from Uruguay, because like now people are dipping into Peru. You know, have you guys ever messed around with any other regions in South America?
Yes. So what I'm working on, I can spoil a little bit. I'm thinking, if I have enough tobacco, making because tobaccos in Costa Rica, they will have their own tobacco fields in Costa Rica for binder and filler. And this tobacco, I
Mm,
tasted the sample blends. This is something unique. I think not really on the market. So this I wanna experiment with tobacco with
okay.
like tobaccos like grown in Costa Rica on a specific valley, in a specific valley. Yes.
Mm,
Yeah.
Now, this question comes from Sean. It was, I think referring back to the card. He said, "Does it cost? And can he get his number before Peters?"
yeah, yeah, like,
Oh, that's interesting. I could maybe do an eBay auction, like you can buy numbers, like the
mm,
same
Yeah.
with number plates, like the
Yeah.
the lower number you have, the better you are.
well,
It's
give
maybe
Peter
that's
the last card then. Give him the last card.
Mm, mm,
This comes from Ben.
yeah.
Ben asked, any other hints on upcoming projects? He said, "Thanks for your time." He said, "Very happy to ask you questions." He said your IG lives are fun too.
Yeah, yeah. So I think he was. I would just what's coming up new projects. Ocean Breeze in a gordito size 4x58. I think it's perfect for the morning. Then we have the
Mm.
Ocean Breeze coming up in 6.5 by 56. Then we have the Edición Verde coming up from Nicaragua, Robusto Grande and Toro Grande. And I am working also on a project. I mean, everyone knows probably on the Ocean Breeze in a box pressed 6x54.
Oh
Mm,
man,
Yeah,
nice,
Ocean
yeah,
Breeze
Wow.
from the
yeah,
show out, bro. Yes,
nice.
yeah.
Oh yeah.
sir.
So
That's crazy.
I'm sorry.
Box
I got one
press.
question about rum.
Yeah.
So because you deal with a lot of Panamanian rum. Have you explored like any other countries as far as Colombia? Because Colombia makes great rum. You know,
Mm,
here we
yes.
go. This
But from
mother, like Colombia, also other parts of the Caribbean, as far as like Trinidadian rum from Jamaica, Grenada, all those kind of places in the Caribbean.
I have experiment, but for me, the choice why I did with Panama, because very stable, very easy to reach the seaport,
Hmm.
and I live there. When it's bottling time, I'm in the factory.
Okay.
Yeah, yeah, that's
Awesome.
it was very important. So because if something goes wrong, I want to be there.
Yeah.
Yeah, but yeah.
Nick said
Hands-on.
this.
That's awesome.
Nick said 6x56 Ocean Breeze and box press. Just take my money. Listen.
Everybody, please
Uh-huh.
do,
All I know
please.
is
Yeah.
in the Discord we're in. In the Discord we're
Yeah.
all in.
Uh-huh.
Once that stuff is available, it's gonna go. It's gonna
It's
go
going quick.
Yeah,
It's gonna
Yeah.
go quick.
the
Oh
time
man.
they post it, man. You got to be quick. You got to have Twitter
Yep.
fingers.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, the
Yeah,
6 by
yeah, that's the
48
plan.
Ocean Breeze exclusive for the Discord.
Yes,
There it
yes.
is.
Mm.
Okay.
Yes.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I'm just waiting for Dave, Peter. I'm waiting for Dave from Small Batch. He should give me a buzz. I cannot reach him, because then we can
Oh,
finalize it.
but
Otherwise, it's gonna be a
David, man.
Pete exclusive.
JD said, "Put me down for
10
10 boxes."
boxes
Oh,
off the
yeah,
10
yeah,
top.
boxes.
yeah, yeah. Six by
Mhm.
48. That's crazy. That's
Yeah.
Mhm.
crazy. 6 by 48. It's crazy.
Yeah,
Perfect.
yeah,
Thank
that's
you, guys.
Jeez.
crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Mm, yeah.
That's a
them
masterful
Stefan,
Vitola right there.
are you planning on
Hey, Pete, learn
doing
how to
the
type. Pete.
golden?
Sorry, go ahead, Marv. I'm sorry.
No problem, brother. I was wondering, are you planning on doing, or if you have, I might have missed it. I don't know. The golden retailer and another Vitola.
Yes, I think it's coming back. I think Marvin, you are on the list to get a sample. I think you're the Scar Unbanded group, right?
Um,
Mhm.
I I think so. Yeah,
Yeah,
but
yeah. So wait, give me 2 weeks. It's on its way.
Nice,
Amazing,
nice.
Yeah.
amazing.
Mm,
Outstanding.
It's gonna be what you guys will try. It's gonna be a Salomon's in a with the Habano wrapper.
oh wow.
Wow.
Okay.
Oh,
Yeah, yeah. But
Nice.
but
now,
yeah, we will do. Yeah.
Nick asked, can you make them in the cabinets of 50, old school style?
Yeah. For me, I love big boxes, but if you look from a selling point, 10 count sells the best. I mean, for me, I would buy 50 count boxes. Even like in for instance in Switzerland, we have like the half Coronas in 100 count boxes, and we move it like
Wow.
hell. Yeah,
Wow.
Really?
yeah, 100 count cabinets. Yeah,
Wow.
Wow.
mm.
yeah.
Mm.
Mm.
Well,
Yeah,
the
but the thing
the
is, well, back to the Limitada 2025. You know, what was our main our main problem? Because at the end of the day, we didn't make enough because it was such a success. I mean, people were reaching out. Hey, put me on the list. It was just it's crazy. You know, and next week will be like hell because we don't have enough, and we have to allocate the cigars to certain stores. So I will be in trouble.
mm, yeah.
Oh man.
You already
Oh,
especially
know.
by the
So,
CUD,
Yeah.
we
now
gonna
mhm.
wipe
now
you out.
here's my last question for you. Here's my last question. Now I want to know what is in your personal humidor.
Wait,
uh,
say again. You were breaking
s-
up.
What's in your personal humidor?
I have like many different because you know I don't smoke my own brand. I also smoke other brands because I think it's very
mhm,
important to understand the tobacco, what or the process, what other are doing. I have like you wanna have brands or what do you want to know?
mhm.
Yeah, yeah, that's fine.
Your brands.
Yeah, it's
Okay.
yeah.
I think what I have in my humidor, I have Cubans, I have Hoya, I have Fernandez, I have Plasencia, I have Oliva, I have boutique cigars in there, El Pulpo, just bought El Pulpo.
El
Yeah, I mean,
Pulpo.
so basically, when I travel, because I travel to many countries, when I go to retail, I do an event, I visit their humidor. I said, okay, let me have a look, and I buy cigars that I cannot find in any other retailer. That's how I fill up my
Mm,
humidor.
that's
Yeah,
awesome.
Gotcha. Gotcha.
yeah,
Nice.
That's a
yeah,
great take.
yeah. I think
Yeah.
it's very important to taste different tobacco, like you know, also like competitors, like different. Yeah, it's. I think it helps, and you know, and I enjoy it.
Hmm.
How many
You
cigars
know
do you
what?
Warm
smoke a
bar.
I
day?
like that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No,
So,
I don't have
Go ahead,
warm.
Marvin.
No, I'm gonna ask how many cigars do you smoke a day?
I'm bad. 5 to 6.
hey,
Ooh.
Yeah,
I'm on that boat. I'm in that
yeah,
boat.
yeah.
I'm in
Oh
that
yeah,
Five
boat.
to six. 5 to 6. When I'm at the
5 to
factory, it's
6.
15.
Ooh,
Yeah, yeah.
Oh
But we
man,
don't finish. We don't finish if it's
yeah.
15 cigars
Uh,
because your palate at some
You
point
know
will
what,
be dead.
Stefan? You know, I really like the fact that you smoke other brands. Like I think it's kind of because it's some owners saying, "Oh well, I don't smoke anything else. I only smoke my stuff."
That's
And I
true.
think I
Oh,
think that hurts in a
yeah.
way because it's always good to know what else is out there. And like I mean, at the end of the day, I know you're an owner, but you're a cigar smoker,
Yeah.
and you know, so
Mm-hmm.
it's nothing wrong with enjoying. There's nothing wrong with enjoying other cigars, especially like if you
No,
know,
there are many
when
other cigars, really good ones. I mean,
Mm-hmm.
really
yeah,
good ones.
yeah,
And I have to be
Yeah.
honest. If a cigar, let's say, gets cigar of the year, of course I will buy it and I will smoke it. I will not buy
hmm
a
Mm-hmm.
box at the beginning, buy a few sticks to see. And yeah, I think it just helps also for me to develop my portfolio to see, hey, what's the trend? Where is it going? Of course I do it. I don't smoke my own stuff. Sometimes, I smoke my own stuff too much. I said, okay, let's give me
Yeah.
something different.
yeah,
Mm-hmm.
Hmm.
Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, and
Hmm.
I understand that. I understand that.
Steph, I got one question for you. Uh, do you feel like the San Andreas is kind of getting overused now? And what do you feel like will be the next big tobacco that everybody's going to start using again? If you have an idea.
No, I think in the US tends a lot to go with San Andres in the US. If I look at other countries,
Yeah.
let's say Europe, San Andres is moving, but is not as big as in the US because of the Cubans. People are still think if the darker the cigar, the stronger it
Mm.
is.
Yeah.
So yeah, so it's still and what's next? I don't know what's next.
Yeah, because
Will you?
for the last 3 years, it's been a lot of for the last
Yeah.
maybe 2 years, it's been nothing but San Andreas rappers coming out.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. The US for the US market, they love Maduros. The US market.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
What I learned. Yes.
Uh,
Will you ever work with Cameroon? Any Cameroon?
No, probably not because it's very hard to get. And when I start a project, I want to have consistency. I don't want to have a project when all of a sudden, oh, we have a shortage.
Hmm.
For
yep.
me,
Hmm.
consistency is very important because I have to. Do
That's
we have
amazing.
enough tobacco? Every step I have to think ahead because otherwise, otherwise I just make people angry if I have a line and I cannot supply them. There's no point.
Got you.
Mm.
Got you.
Oh my God!
Why
Everything
so
See,
much hate? Why so much
look,
hate?
they starting the shenanigans. Now we've reached the part that we can kind of start the shenanigans. If anybody else has any more questions, we for sure get to them. But of course, here they
I think
starting. They're
Sal had
starting.
one more. Sal had one more. Fred.
He did. What? Where is it? Let me see. I can't find it. Where is it? Where is it, Sal?
He asked, how does a
Ah, now
change
I
in the
see it.
Vitola? Okay, go ahead. Go ahead.
Yeah. No. You go. You can if you want to read it. You can. It don't matter.
Okay, he said, how does the change in Vitola affect the flavor profile in the new Ocean Breeze?
That's a very interesting question because so when I tried to make the Ocean Breeze in the Gordito in a 4 by 58 or 6.5 by 56, the Ocean Breeze flavor was not there. So I rejected the whole samples. I lost like 6 months or 7 months. So
Wow.
it was a
Huh.
very challenge. It was a very because at the end of the day you have to adjust the proportions that you get like this unique taste. So it took me 3 rounds to achieve the same flavor profile with the Ocean Breeze. Yeah, to answer this question.
Okay.
Mm.
All right. I know.
That's a
Shout
lot.
out to Peter, man. Shout out to Peter in the
Don't shout
chat.
him out. Don't
Hey,
shout him
man,
out.
they're my dog, man. They're my dog. So he asked, is there anything special in the Lampert cooling rooms? It's
Mm. I mean, I have many special blends in the cooling room. I just haven't released it because I have to revisit. Because sometimes, what happened if you start blending. It happens to me like when was it like last year? You make a cigar, you smoke it, and you think it's amazing. Then you put it in the humidor for 3, 4 months. I came back to the factory and they gave that cigar without saying something. And I smoked it. And I said, well, at the beginning, I said, amazing cigar. 4 months later, I smoked it, didn't mention anything. And I said, wow, you gave me a really shitty cigar. What is that? Oh, that's your cigar you made.
Mm-hmm.
I
Yep.
said, oh, damn it. Okay, forget it. We
Wow.
have to restart. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like
Mm.
one thing I got is like because the wet pack. Because when you're
Mm.
smoking a wet pack of a cigar, because you have to anticipate what
Yeah,
that cigar is
yes,
going to be. So,
exactly.
so that's that. I think that's the hardest part
Yes,
because you'll have wet pack. This is amazing. Okay, make this,
yeah.
and like you said, you go back to it, and it's total shit.
Yes. Yeah, happens to
So,
me many times because why? Because I thought, okay, this cigar could be like this, but I was
hmm
completely wrong because the tobacco didn't perform, or I don't know what happened. So
hmm
yeah, yeah, that's the challenge. You could have like an outcome, but sometimes your thoughts are completely off, and everyone was like, "Oh wow, we
hmm
we never expected that." Yes, correct.
Sure.
hmm
All
So
right, now
Stephon, you got, you know, all these cigars that you've been putting out here, they've all been bangers, great cigars. I love them all. My question to you is, what legacy do you hope to leave on the cigar industry?
mm
Great question. Great question.
Ah,
mm
so one of my goals is like bringing cigars on the market to an affordable price. That was always very important for me. I have very good boutique standard, but on a affordable price, and that's how I want to be remembered. So when we released the Limitada, I could have said, hey, look, this Limitada is like going to be 30-40 dollars. I think people would have paid that, but it's not me. I want to have a cigar on the market, affordable for everyone. So they remember, hey, they smoked something good for an amount they can afford. So that's one of my philosophy. I don't want to rip someone
Awesome.
off.
Nice.
Awesome.
yeah, I
hmm
like
Great.
that. I like that. I like that. Now, it's a question from Ben. Again, we're starting the
Hater,
shenanigan part of the show.
hater.
Stefan says, Stefan, how are the Cowboys going to do this year?
What does it mean? What are the Cowboys?
It's the
Oh,
Dallas.
hey,
So, all
hey,
right, so
hey, hey,
Hey,
You,
Stephon,
you,
you being disrespectful
well,
right now, Stephon.
hey, no, hey,
you
listen,
mean you
Stefan
mean the
don't
guys in
know. Stefan
Texas?
don't know. Yes, yes,
Oh,
He said, you mean the
yes.
guys in Texas?
oh,
yeah, yeah. Because they sure ain't
So
talking about
Oh,
football.
oh. You
Uh,
know what? If you want, hey, did your boys in Switzerland make the World Cup yet? Did you guys qualify?
No,
hey.
we're bad. We're bad. We're good in skiing. That's it.
Yeah. It's all right. If you're a Man City fan, then me and you can see eye to eye.
now, do you watch? Well, you say you're a basketball guy, right?
Yeah, yeah.
So, like, who's your favorite basketball team, if you have
Oh,
one?
that's yeah. I mean, I like it was like 1 year ago. I like the Miami Heat. Then I mean,
Mhm.
why? Because with that team, you didn't expect that they could get that far. With like the players were not that well known, in my opinion, but they got really. I think they got to the finals, or no?
They did.
hmm
Yeah,
Hmm.
yeah.
Yeah.
Hey, well, the Knicks got a few guys from Switzerland on the team now. In the G League. I'm just saying.
But
You,
Well,
you
tell me something about the Knicks. The Knicks, I think they're one of the richest team in the NBA,
sec
and
the richest team in the NBA. So
yeah, they never
it's
made it to the finals.
so I would say this. But now to
That is
defend
true. This
to
is true.
defend my boys. So now, did you ever hear of the spear out the spear out in Vegas?
No,
It's
what's that?
it's a big dome. It's like an
Yeah,
auditorium, but
yeah.
it's crazy. So James Dolan he owns that. He made that. So
Okay.
while he was gone, he couldn't focus on the Knicks. So while he was gone, all of a sudden the Knicks became good. And now the spirit's done. He came back, and now he's touching it again. And you see what happens.
Okay.
And you see what happens. He fires the coach.
Yeah.
hey, hold on, y'all. It's one more comment from the Sal here.
Yeah.
Oh,
Sal saying
gee.
it's refreshing. It's refreshing to hear you speak of the importance of consistency in your product. Please never change that core value and rush a cigar to market because of high demand. Limitada as an example.
No, that's what we don't do. That's why what we did, we split the Limitada. We did a pre-release when I did a tour in the US with our four key accounts, and now the second batch is coming. The second batch of Limitada is coming. It's even more aged, so I don't wanna. It's very important to have consistency. I don't just want to make a quick dollar and it ruins everything.
Yep.
It's very, wait till it's right and then you release it. Even if it takes longer and people are still like angry because they cannot have it. But at the end of the day, it's about my reputation
Mm.
in the market.
Yeah.
So I better wait and bring a good product on the market.
I have one question about that.
Yeah.
What do you feel is the
Mhm.
perfect number of cigar of a new release every year? Because anytime pretty sure you or a rep goes in, they always say what's new. But what do you feel is the perfect number a year of new releases to drop?
You mean like how many SKUs
Well, like
or
as far as
like
just a new blend in general.
uh you mean the quantity? Let's say how many limitadas I should produce.
Well, not
Yeah.
just limitadas, but let's just say it's a limitada or it's something brand new from Lampert.
Mm.
You know, how many
So
cigars do you think is the right number a year? As far as
uh,
we got
I
we
think
got two
one or
we
two.
got one or two.
One or
Okay,
two. Yeah, one or
because
two.
Yeah.
because a lot of companies are now flooding the market with every 3 to 4 months they're dropping a new cigar.
No, no, no. For me, it will not work because for me to develop a blend, it really takes more than a year to make this ready.
Mm,
So I
Dang.
have to think ahead, and I also want to have a portfolio. That's always my goal, where everyone has a clear overview. I don't want to have a portfolio with I don't know 50 pages. My
yeah.
portfolio should
Mm-hmm.
fit on a one-sider,
One.
one page.
Wow. That that
Yeah,
that is amazing. That is amazing
Bars.
because
Bars.
a lot of brands are now starting to pump out. You
Yes,
know,
they are.
they're starting
Yes.
to pump out more stuff, and their consistency in their cigar is going down. So it's kind of so it ends up damaging their reputation. If they had a good reputation, it starts to damage it
yeah, yeah. No, no. It's as you
because
said, it's very important for me. Like one or two releases now. We have the Limitada. Like it's coming, the Limitada
mm,
2025. We
yep,
split it in two batches. We have the Ocean Breeze, but this blend already existed. We just added Vitolas and the Verde for later this year. So basically, it was two. That's it.
okay.
How long we been on for it? Yeah, doc.
Outstanding.
Hey,
Yeah.
you know what happened? Black Knight just came over and paid Marvin a visit. That's what happened. He said I ain't done with you yet.
Yeah. But yeah, I thought
All right, all
your
right,
comment
Nick.
about your
All right,
comment
Nick.
about the European market liking the lighter bodied cigars. I've heard
Yeah,
a few people say that. I've heard a
yeah,
few of them say that. And that's interesting. Do
yeah.
you see yourself in the future making something just for that market and then something just for the US market?
I mean, we have certain cigars that are, for instance, only available in certain countries. For instance, we have one cigar from KBF coming out from Kellner Boutique Factory, only for the Swiss market as short robusto.
Wow.
Okay.
Short robusto, we cannot. We have short robustos on the U.S. market, but it's not moving at all. Why?
Mm,
Because they are very expensive compared to a Robusto because of the import tax. So because in the US you pay for like a short Robusto or half Corona the same amount as for a Toro Gordo. So it makes it very
mm,
Mm,
expensive. And everyone would say, "Hey, let me buy a Robusto for like I don't know 50 cents or a Toro for $1 more than the short Robusto." Oh, I love
mm.
that one, the short Perfecto. Oh,
oh yeah. Yeah.
God
Another
damn
taco
it,
flavor.
Deshaun.
Now, Stefan, I got a question for you. So, well, I just want to know your opinion on this because there's a guy. He just started, just getting in the door with making his own cigars, and he told me a technique that he uses, and I thought it was really really different when it comes because he lives in Nicaragua. and
Uh,
so I think he moved to the Dominican Republic, but he took this type of technique with him. What he does is he plays classical orchestra music while he's growing his tobacco. He does it like he plays it all day. All like well, he plays it like three times a week for his tobacco. He said that he said plants listen to it. I don't. He said plants listen to it, and it helps the growing process. So I don't know. It was really really different when I heard him talking about it. He was telling me about it, and I just want to know, like, do you find that interesting? Like, I know it's a pretty crazy question to ask, but I just think that was really different. And like,
Well,
is there any other like crazy technique that you do when it comes to your tobacco?
the only crazy technique is that when the factory rollers are rolling cigars, we play music. So that's the technique, but we don't play
Okay.
to the tobacco plant.
Hey,
mm,
I
listen,
That's
heard that.
I thought it was really really unique and different because I mean, now one thing I do know is my dad when he has plants growing, like he says that because he loves doing landscaping, yard work and stuff, especially in his house, and he plays orchestra music to like while the plants are while he's watering the plants he's like I don't know it's really really different and I was like to hear him say that I was like so I mean it must be a connection I guess it must be a connection because he's like if you pay close attention to it the plants actually dance while they're listening to this music and I never really paid attention I'm not big on plants.
this is I don't this I don't know. I have to ask. This plants is like usually
mm,
from agriculture engineer. This I don't know,
mm.
but I've never heard that if you play music to a tobacco plant that the tobacco gets better.
Look, I never heard of it either. I just because I mean I know everybody does different things. Everybody does different things, has uses different techniques, and I thought that was different. So I was just wanting to know if you did anything like that or something similar. That's
Oh,
that's
no, no,
all.
no,
And
no, no,
no,
no,
no, I'm
no,
not.
That's, yeah.
no. I cannot even play an instrument. So no.
Stefan, what's your number one market in Europe, like for
What? Say it
Lampers?
again.
Your
The
number
best
one
market.
market in your number one market in Europe.
So we do really well. I think our number one market is Switzerland, then followed by Austria. We're really good. I think Austria we're top three.
Hmm.
Um, and yeah, so yeah, Switzerland number one because we do our own distribution. We have very good partners, and Austria we do really really well. And
Oh,
you know what's also an upcoming market? Bulgaria.
ooh, okay.
Wow.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
so Stefan, you spoke about Austria and you just did some traveling. What country has your favorite food
Mm.
outside of Switzerland?
Oh, that's a very tough question. Oh, let me think about it. Because every country has its favorite.
Yeah.
Because I love like Mexican food. I love like Thai food. I love like Indian
Oh,
food.
tough.
Uh,
Yeah,
I mean,
get you some soul food,
it
man.
really depends on my mood. If I have a heavy day, didn't eat anything. I probably like love for Austrian, like schnitzel with a potato salad. Um,
Mm.
yeah, I think Italy. When it goes to pasta. It
Mm-hmm.
really depends. At the end, I eat all. I eat everything except cats and dogs.
Yeah.
I mean,
I heard that.
Hey,
Mm-hmm.
so
I heard that.
Nick has a question for you in the comments, and he said if you could change one thing about the cigar business, what would it be?
if I could change, uh, I think I would change many things in the cigar business.
Mm-hmm.
I, um, I think what I would change that in general. I would install a conduct code. How to do business. That's what I would do.
Mm. Yeah.
Yeah, 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 and
Okay.
really like a
Yeah.
conduct how to
You know,
do
because
business.
That's real.
I think I think
That's
one
real.
thing that happens a lot to a lot of smaller new boutique companies is your blend is not your blend. So they'll give it to you. 3 weeks later, they'll sell to somebody else.
Yeah.
So
Mhm.
that's one thing that happens when you're a smaller company. So you'll have 5 people in the U.S. on the same cigar, just a different band.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sal had
So
a
Yeah.
when
comment here. He said, "Oh my bad." He said, generally
No, sir.
speaking, he said the American palate differs from the rest of the world. So I would imagine, in order to create a global brand, one must provide quite a range of cigars in order to please consumers.
Yeah, I mean that's true. The US palette is different to the world, but I think why is that? I think because there are no officially no Cuban cigars available because
Mhm.
The Cuban cigar, they make a big influence on the cigar market. For instance, I can give you a recent example. Like last week, I had a tour in Germany, and the guy smoked the Ocean Breeze, a customer, and I asked him, "Hey, how do you like it?" I think it's good, but he said, "But you know what I don't like?" I said, "Yeah, tell me." It has a very open draw. I said, "Yeah, but that's a good thing, right?" "Oh no, I like it very tight." I said, okay.
Mm.
Interesting.
Wow.
So
Yeah.
because he was used to the Cuban cigars with a little bit of the tight draw,
Hmm.
and yeah, that's yeah makes it very complicated. But we always do open draw because I think open draw is the best way for a cigar. If open
Yep.
draw instead
Mhm.
of like tight draw, because tight draw you don't enjoy that much.
I
You
feel
Mhm.
the
just
same.
suck it like
Yeah.
I
hell.
feel the same way.
Yep.
That
Yep.
resistance for like for
Mhm.
me,
Yeah, it's
like
annoying.
have like that resistance, like to me it kind of mutes a lot of the flavor. I mean, it depends.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, for some people they really like that resistance.
Yeah.
I don't like that. I
No.
like when the cigar is when it has a very good draw, a nice
Yeah.
open draw. We experience the full experience of the cigar.
Mhm.
Yeah.
And that kind of leads me to my next question too. When you're blending to meet the demands of the markets, how do you balance your personal taste preferences in with that? Because I know it all starts with you.
Yeah. I mean, I I think I know what each market is like looking for, what kind of flavor profile. And for instance, the Limitada 2025, I blended it for the US market. So because I know the US market, what's the US market looking for? First of all, the US market is I think the only market in the world that loves box pressed cigars. In
Mhm.
Europe, they don't like box pressed cigars that much. So that's why I came up with that Vitola
Mm,
make box pressed.
mm,
Second, the US doesn't mind if the cigar has a darker wrapper. The US, they like it if the wrapper is darker. In certain countries, it would not work. Thirdly, the filler, like the taste of the cigars, US, they can take a little bit strength with sweetness. They can take it. Some other countries cannot take it. So I really focus on the country where I wanna like really push or like make this cigar popular.
And do you
All
have a
right.
blend? Do you have something that you blended that you're just like, hey, this is mine. I'm not releasing this to anybody. This is my personal
No,
stash. This is what I'm doing right here.
no, this would be very unfair. If I think something is very good, I wanna everyone should have access to it.
mm,
Mhm.
Yeah, I
mm,
think
Agree.
it's
That's fair.
would be like
Preach.
yeah,
That's
that would
fair.
be very ego if I would do that. I don't do that.
mm.
Doesn't
Mhm.
make
Have
any
you
That's
sense to me.
good.
have you thought
No,
about doing the limitadas and any other? I mean, don't get me wrong. The Toro is perfect,
Yeah.
but I was just wondering. I'm interested in because you said that was your first box press, right?
Hmm.
I'm I'm interested now when I heard you say that, like, and knowing that what that cigar would taste like in a robusto box press.
Mm.
Mm.
Yeah, I think the difference wouldn't be much. You mean a Robusto box press or Robusto
Yeah,
like
yeah,
parejo?
yeah. Robusto box press, yeah, of the Limitada
I think it.
25.
I think it wouldn't change much if you go with Robusto. It would change if you go like thicker, and if you go thicker, it would
Hmm.
change, and a little bit longer, then it would change.
Mm, okay.
Hmm.
Yep. Yeah.
So Louis Camacho asks, how many rollers do you have?
I mean, Tabacos de Costa Rica. I think they have around. I think 100 pairs. Yeah.
Wow.
Mm,
Yeah.
mm.
So they have, yeah.
That's crazy.
Yeah. So, what I always tell everyone, February, March, everyone is welcome to visit me at the factory for a factory tour. If you have a
Mm,
bunch of people, let's say like six people up, we organize, we have a blending seminar. Everyone can roll his own cigar, can choose his own tobacco, gets his own custom made cigars. We show you the factory, we show how we blend. Like we do a full tour. We had it like in like this like last no this February. We had like 15 people coming from Germany, Switzerland, Austria. We did the crazy tour, which means we did 3 days Panama. We do rum distillery, rum tasting, Panama Canal tour. We flew to Costa Rica. We did a factory tour one day. Second day, we did blending seminar. Everyone rolled his own cigar. And
wow.
the third day, we did of the final factory. We did a summary, like what happened on the tour. And for the other 6 days, we went on an island in Panama. We rented two villas. We stayed there for 6 days, and with rum and cigars.
Oh
That
my
was
Oh, I
God.
would love to do that.
Oh
yeah,
man,
Yeah.
yeah,
that
Sign
sounds
me
Good
up.
yeah,
time.
I'm
yeah.
gonna hit
Hey,
you.
absolutely.
listen,
I'm gonna hit
listen.
you.
Hmm.
That's mine.
Yeah,
That'll be a good adventure trip. You know what I'm saying?
definitely,
Hmm.
Yeah,
You know what I
yeah.
Hmm.
mean?
definitely
Yeah, I'm
fun
with it.
time.
Yeah,
Yeah,
we have to. Yeah,
for
man.
sure.
Nick
I'm with
said,
that.
whatever you do, don't stop making the ocean breeze. I think that
Yeah.
cigar is
Is
just
amazing.
amazing.
Hmm.
Yeah,
Same,
Yeah,
yeah,
same.
yeah.
Hmm.
Man, I'm stocked up. I got plenty of ocean breeze. Yes, sir.
Hmm.
hmm
Oh
Well,
man,
what our time looking like, Fred?
we're at an hour 32. And I know it's pretty late where you are. I
Yeah,
know it's
I'm
pretty
good.
late where you are, Doc. Are you good?
Yeah,
Hmm.
I'm good. I'm still smoking. Yeah,
Good, good,
Nice.
good,
Nice.
man,
Nice.
good,
it is.
yeah, yeah. It's
good,
What
fun.
are
man.
you smoking, Stefan? What are you smoking?
They smoking the Monte A. That was our first limitada, the long one.
Man.
Bro, listen. I'm
Every
telling
time
Hmm.
you,
you
man.
say it, every
I gotta
time you
get
say
more of
it.
those, man. I gotta get more of those. But
Yeah, man.
they're so fucking hard to find out here, man. It's so fucking hard to find that cigar out here,
Yeah,
Hmm.
that's a hard one to find, brother.
bro.
Yeah.
I it's like, damn. I smoked my last one when I was on with Peter. Like, shit, damn. That cigar is so
Hey,
good, man.
hey, Peter should have some more.
I don't, bro. No, I don't even think Peter's. I know he has one, but I don't think he smoked it yet. I think he probably just got one. Cause we talked about it. What Sal say? Sal said, I think. Oh, I can't see it. Oh, I think just enough resistance is important to proper combustion and the mid and aids in keeping the tobacco cooler, thus producing optimal flavor. Scorched tobacco is a shame.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Yep.
And this is for you. Peter says, stay out of my humidor.
Hey, hey, hey,
I love it.
hey,
I love
hey,
it. I
hey,
love it.
Peter. Just know if you check your cameras and you see somebody with a ski mask going through your humidor, it wasn't me.
with a hey, with a freaking frog costume.
there it is.
Cartoon on it, man.
Mhm.
Yeah. Listen, like you know what, like listen, man, like you know, like normally I give the normal Diddy trial update, but Stefan's on, so I can't get my breakdown from what happened this week in the trial. You
Oh
know,
man, nah. We
Nah,
can't, we
we
No,
can't,
don't
we
hey,
need
can't
we
do
hey,
don't
that.
need
we'll
that.
do it
we
next
can't do it. We
Yeah,
week.
can't do it this week.
We don't need that.
Can't
We
not
don't
this
need
week.
we
that.
don't do. We don't need it. We can't do it this week.
Stefan, what is your thoughts on Lanceros?
Oh, yeah.
I think he might have froze.
Oh,
He froze
oh,
up.
there we
Okay,
go.
he
There we go.
back
He's
now.
back. He's back.
Go ahead, Marvin. Ask him again.
What is your thoughts on Lanceros?
I think we are back. Mine was freezing.
Yep.
Mhm.
Okay, you're back. You're back, Stephon. Marvin, ask it again. I don't think he heard you.
Oh, what's your thoughts on Lanceros?
I think you froze again. Uh-oh.
Goddamn StreamYard.
Mm-hmm.
Goddamn StreamYard.
Oh,
Let me see. Hold on. He's coming
hey,
back.
yeah.
All right.
There we
Right.
go.
All right. Go ahead. Now ask him again, Marvin.
Mm-hmm.
Stefan, I wanted to know,
Mm-hmm.
brother, what's your thoughts on Lanceros?
I mean, I love Lanceros. I
Yeah.
think with Lanceros, what's important when you smoke a Lancero, you have to have time.
Mm-hmm.
You
Mm-hmm.
have to have time. It's not, you cannot rush it because a Lancero,
Mm-hmm.
you really have to focus.
Mm-hmm.
Um, the problem on a Lancero, I think in general, it's not selling. I think every retailer will tell you that it's not a big
Right.
seller,
Right.
because it's I think for the aficionados, a Lancero.
Mm-hmm.
But I love it. I
Mm.
love it. I love it.
Mm-hmm.
I love it.
Yep.
But I think the majority, if they can choose between a Lancero and a Toro Gordo, they would go with the Toro Gordo.
Hmm.
Yeah,
Right. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. But
yeah.
like certain blends, like the Ocean Breeze or the Don Padron,
I'm thinking about it. I mean,
I'm
what we will
interested
do.
in those as a Lancero would be crazy.
I mean,
Yeah.
what we have with the Dom Patron and this blend, I really like. I put it in the. It's. I think it's already in the humidor because I let it age for next year. I can spoil a little bit. The Dom Patron. It's a 6.5 by 56. It's a bigger one, and I will
Mm.
make a smaller one
Mm.
too.
Mm.
Yeah.
Nice.
You just dropping
Okay.
all type of jams up in here,
Come on,
man.
man.
There you
Come
go.
with that.
Mm.
Yeah,
I'm waiting
buddy.
on that, brother. I'm waiting on that
Mm-hmm.
one.
Now, my question to you is, do you know anything about the Cuban 109 style?
What style?
The Cuban 109.
Oh, what's that?
So it's like it's a super old traditional way of rolling a cigar. It's one of the hardest. It's one of the hardest to master. It's like it looks like a torpedo, but it's kind of rounded off at the
Mm-hmm.
top. It's it's,
Mm-hmm.
it's ve- it's really different. It's like a lot of people compare it to the torpedo because it kind of looks like a torpedo, but it's kind of rounded off. I don't have. Damn, I would have to go
It's
in
like a
to grab
Churchill.
it.
It's like a Churchill meets a torpedo.
Yep.
Yeah,
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
It's like
yeah.
if a Churchill and a torpedo came together. It's crazy. It's
Oh,
pretty crazy.
It's pretty
and
crazy, and just like if you have a chance to like to kind of look it up and see what it is,
yeah.
it'll be really interesting to see one of your cigars made in the Cuban 109 style, and like the fact like it's really different and unique, and knowing that your cigars are good as hell and also unique in this way, I think that will really fit in your portfolio. That's just in my
Okay.
opinion. I
I
don't.
will look. I will look it up, and I'm
Yeah.
curious. Yeah.
Don Padron
Mm-hmm.
109. Come with it.
109. Yeah.
Don
Dom Patron
Padron
109.
109 would be
Yeah.
nuts.
109.
Yeah.
Man.
That's crazy. That'd be
Yeah,
crazy.
a drop head
And
or yep,
bottle cap.
or some
Yeah.
bottle cap. Yep, some bottle cap.
Okay.
Hmm. Hmm.
I will look it up.
Yeah,
We'll
I just think just throwing ideas your way because I really think that it'll really fit well in your portfolio because I mean you have such a good portfolio of cigars, and so it'll be really to see you venture out and do because I know you're doing a lot of stuff already, so I ain't trying to put more on your plate,
Yeah, no, it's no,
but
no. I love
I
it.
think that'll
I
be
love
really
it.
cool. That'll be really cool to see you guys play with that Cuban 109 style for sure.
And I want to ask you something because I was out. I went this year too Because when I saw you in 24, I told you this is gonna. I'm not. That wasn't a first time for me. I mean, that was my first time, but it wasn't my last time. But I went to
Now Marvin froze. Oh man.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yep. StreamYard is gonna hear from me on this.
Mm-hmm.
They're gonna hear from me on this. Well,
Yeah.
well, yeah. Listen. I don't. I ran. I brought something else out here with me to smoke. So I'm not gonna. I'm just gonna take the band off because I don't have any more Lamperts.
Yeah.
The one Lampert I got left, I gotta review it.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
I smoked all my shit, man. I smoked all my
Mm-hmm.
shit.
Yeah, it's
Hey.
easy to do. It's easy to
Hell
do.
Mm-hmm.
yeah, man.
For real.
Shit.
They outstanding. But
Yeah,
I love the way that that you're taking the blends that you already have that are successful, and you playing around with Batolas instead of just pushing new cigars to the market
No,
all crazy.
no, well,
That's
never change
awesome.
a winning team. That's my rule.
Yeah,
Is
there you
for
go.
sure.
There you go.
then why you pick the Heat then?
Yeah,
I mean, the Heat were just like,
yeah.
I think they don't have much. They didn't have much budget, and with no budget, they make it like that far in the finals.
Mm-hmm. All right. So
That's
Steph, I got a question for you.
yeah.
Now, if you're by yourself, you're having a cigar. What are you listening to? What music are you listening to?
Mm.
That you really and you can just zen out to.
Okay.
Like who's on the playlist?
If I buy like you mean a cigar, not from our portfolio?
Not any cigar, but you're by yourself. What's playing?
I mean, you know what I would do actually, I'm always curious, like, when I'm in Europe and this the Cuban makes such a hype on their limitadas, like, crazy
Mm-hmm.
hype here, like they made events like crazy. I try to get like an event of like a very exclusive Cuban cigar to see, hey, what's the deal on this? That like
Mm-hmm.
why they charge like 400 or 500 euros on this cigar? I want to
Yeah.
know. Yeah,
Hmm.
that what makes me curious. Is it just the marketing, or is it really like that good?
Mm.
That
Yeah.
Well,
that
you know what the thing is? I think the one thing there is that the behind the scenes.
yeah.
So it's like when when you know the
There you
behind
go,
the
Sam.
scenes, you kind of like why they charge you so much for this when it costs
Yes.
this much to make the cigar.
Yes. Exactly. Yes.
Hmm.
Exactly. Yes. Yes.
You know
That's what I want to understand and find out. I know this cigar can only in Cuba can only cost that much. The box can only cost that much. Why they can
exactly,
charge like I don't know 2000% margin on it?
exactly.
Yeah.
Hmm.
What's
But
so special?
I always say that cigars are like the stock market.
Yeah.
The more hype that cigar gets, the more you can charge for it.
Yeah. That's true.
You know,
Eh.
so like it because like if there's no hype behind that cigar just goes down.
But
You
I'm
know,
trying to be not in the stock market because what I could have
exactly,
done. Could have done, the limitada. I have such a high demand. Instead of 19, it would be 30 now in the second batch. But
exactly,
I don't play that game.
exactly,
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly.
yeah.
Now, like
Had-
like Sal was saying, like I was asking, what kind of music do you listen to?
Oh, yeah. I listen to hip hop actually. Yeah,
Oh,
oh,
Okay.
yeah,
man.
yeah,
All right.
yeah, yeah.
mm-hmm.
Okay. Nice.
Yeah.
Any
Mhm.
particular?
So
Are you just way
Snoop
around?
Dogg, Snoop Dogg.
Snoop.
Ah,
Uh,
Old school.
oh,
Old
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 school.
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 Yeah, old
Yeah.
school. Yes.
So more so so
That's
more
right.
so so more West Coast stuff.
West Coast. Yes. West Coast. Yes.
Okay.
100%.
Nice, nice.
Oh, listen, man, we
Okay.
got we got to bring you over to the East Coast, man. Get you some Griselda. You know, get you some Griselda.
The Zelda.
So oh, hey, listen, you already know. Get you got Griselda. You got Arab from Philly. That right there, some good cigar music right there.
He said old school.
But
He don't know
listen,
what's going
I'm trying to get him up to the time, man. I'm trying to get him up to the
Yeah.
time.
Next
But they
episode.
they they
Yes.
sound but they sound very old school.
Az said that's the worst analogy I've heard about stock market.
Az, you're the worst. Just know that, Az, you're the worst.
on.
Stefan,
Oh
I got
man.
my computer got cut off, guy. I had to I had to change my computer, but from my phone to my computer. Excuse me.
Yeah.
I
Uh,
want to ask you, brother. We missed you at PCA this year. Why you didn't come out? Why you decided not to come out this year?
No, so we are trying to do like every a second year. That's our goal. Why we missed this year? Because for us, the PCA in general, it's very expensive. And what we are trying to do with this budget, I visit like all our key accounts and stay there for 2 days for 2 events. I think for me,
Nice.
it is like more important to meet with our key accounts, our key business partner, and hang out with the customers instead of like being at the PCA. Because with the PCA, usually all the retailers are like, they go with the big ones, and
mhm,
they don't have much time with the small ones. And I think the money is more invested if I travel from city to city, hang out with the guys in the lounge, and
mhm.
support the
Yeah.
brand at place. Yeah.
So when you coming to
That's what's
LA?
up.
Yeah, it's planned for October.
Really?
Yes.
Mhm.
Okay, that's
Okay.
great.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
beautiful. That's
Yeah.
beautiful,
You're there
brother.
in October?
Yeah, I should be. Actually, I'll be in London in August, September filming something. So I'll be
No.
on the European side for a couple of months.
You're coming to Intertabak, you get 3 days off.
Wait, say it again.
You're coming to Intertabak to the trade show, you get 3 days off for September. It's the biggest trade show in the world.
What day? Because I'll be there. I'll be there August and September. I'll be in London, but that's in Germany, right?
Yeah, Germany, yeah.
Okay, yeah, that's not far.
Mm,
So just
yeah.
an hour flight,
Yeah.
hour
Yeah,
hour
no,
two
but
flight.
yeah.
Yeah,
I get the
Mhm.
yeah,
tickets.
man. That say no more. Yeah, if I'm there, I'm
No.
there, bro.
Yeah. Yeah, it's really
Uh,
big. It's like it's bigger than the PCA.
no, I know, I
Mhm.
know. Like
Yeah.
that's I've been hearing about it, man.
Yeah.
I want to come.
Yeah.
Really want to do that.
Yeah, just let me know.
Okay, okay. Say no more. Say no more. What's the one thing about retailers? Like, what is your pet peeve about retailers? I know you're really big on retailers and you do a lot of exclusives with a lot of retailers. What's the one thing that kind of, you know, I guess irritates you a little bit about retailers, I mean both. What's your favorite thing about them and what's your least favorite thing about them?
I mean, for me, how I see a retailer that we work with, I see it as a partnership. It should be a win-win situation. And what I don't like, for instance, we have retailers reaching out. They don't carry our core line. They just said, "Hey, want to place an order? Send me 10 boxes of Limitada." And we say, "Hey, look, it's not gonna happen. Why? Because you have to carry our core line, and it should be a partnership. You cannot do just the cherry picking of
Mhm.
Limitadas." That's what I
Mhm.
don't like. It should be like a win-win situation, not like, hey, I only picked this product or I haven't done business with you before. But
Hmm.
still, no, that's
Hmm.
that's what I don't like.
Hmm.
Right.
Our brother
Mhm.
Sal in the chat just said something that I have to reiterate and agree with 100%. We do something for all like the local guys in the crew in LA.
Yeah,
Sal orchestrates at a really nice lounge, man, here called King. And whenever you are in town
yeah,
in October, bro, we would love to like do put something together and
awesome,
get like some of the key influencers, reviewers, aficionados. Sal is a like you say, that's the OG aficionado in our
Mhm.
crew. So we would
Hmm.
love to,
awesome.
have
Yes,
you come down and just like, have a
awesome.
face
Yeah,
to
sure.
face with a bunch of the guys.
Love it. Yeah, and it's also good weather in October in California, so more
Mhm.
reason.
Brother,
Yeah.
yes. Very good. Very good.
Yeah, 100%. I mean, what about Seattle?
Mhm.
Mm.
Listen, I think that man, if we could all get together and go out there to and hang with the guys out there in LA, that'll be a hell of a
Come on,
time for
man.
sure.
Come on,
That'll
man.
be a hell of a
Mm.
Yeah.
time.
You got to do
That'll
it,
be a hell of
brother.
a time, bro.
You got
That'll
to
be a hell
do
of
it,
a
Absolutely.
man.
time.
Yeah.
Hell,
How
I
do
Yeah.
mean,
you?
just
Mm,
so I mean, do you plan on you? So you plan on being at PCA next year?
I haven't thought about it because now we have the trade show coming up in Germany, and it's very stressful. Once this show is done, I will look into the PCA.
Hmm.
Yeah, do
Sounds
step by
good, man.
step.
Cause
Understood.
I know. Well, I know I missed it. I missed it this year, but I know for sure, I'll be there next year, and
I
it'll
mean,
be it'll be awesome to meet you in person.
oh, for sure. Yeah. The only, the crazy thing about the PCA is like, once you bring in a booth, like, you make all the booth, you make everything that you get charged per pound. It's just crazy that they charge you per
Wow.
pound,
Oh,
like
damn.
$2 a
Really?
pound.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah,
It
that
is.
is.
crazy.
Wow.
That's
Yeah.
wild. That's
That's
Yeah.
crazy.
wild. I ain't
Yeah.
know that.
Oh, no, no, they charge
That's
you per
wild.
pound. And in Germany, you can bring in, I don't know, our booth has like 2,000 pounds. You don't get charged per pound.
Mm.
They don't care.
Mm.
What's your number one city in the states in the U.S. as far as Lampert is that sells the product? Like I know in LA, there's not a lot of places to get them.
Yeah. Yeah.
But then again, it's not. I'm gonna say there's not a lot of places to get them, but then I personally do know where to get them.
Yeah.
Um, but
Yeah.
I remember being in New York. I was in New York for a while shooting, and like I say, I bought like a box of Don Padron from um, Davidoff of Geneva, and that's actually where I got this event exclusive. But and they were expensive as shit, man, out there in New
It's a,
York.
Hmm.
It
it's
was
it's
it
it's
like,
a
New
bro,
York,
tax.
New York, New York is BS, man.
New
Because
York is crazy.
it's that it's well you guys are bad too,
Yeah, no,
you
we're
know.
really
But
bad.
but the thing is that you got the New York prices plus that 75%
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
crazy. It's crazy. New York and LA is the worst. If you love
is the
cigars
worst. If you love
like
to,
we love
it's the
them,
worst.
it's the
Yeah.
worst. But what's your
Yeah.
biggest market as far as product like volume that you move?
It's the Midwest. The Midwest is the best market, like Chicago area. We move
Okay.
a lot in, yeah, Chicago
Okay.
area, yes. And so yeah, Chicago and Detroit, and yeah, in and with Hunter. Yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah. Yeah. Humidor Vial, Sir Louis Cigar, Ronnie Secreto. Yeah, these
Yeah,
are
yeah,
like,
yeah,
yeah,
yeah, yeah,
we
yeah.
moved a
Yeah,
lot.
I've bought from both of those
Yeah.
retailers online.
Yeah.
I
Yeah,
tell
Yeah.
you
for
what,
sure.
BD.
we need more Lampert. We need more Lampert out here in Texas for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah,
There's not a
In
lot of
Texas is a
Atlanta.
Lampers
very
that
tough
can.
market.
In
Texas is
It
a
Atlanta as
very
is.
tough
well.
market. Yeah,
Mm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Atlanta,
They're
yes.
hard to find.
Why
Yeah,
is I'm curious, why is Texas a hard market when because I mean Texas and Florida for me are like cigar capitals and as far as
Mm.
prices, as far as volume,
yeah.
availability. Why has
But,
Texas been a hard one
uh,
for you to crack?
so Texas and Florida, I think the main reason they just love the big brands. That's my only
Mm.
explanation. They are not into boutique because they
Mm,
don't see a boutique brand moving as fast as a as a big brand because
hmm
they wanna flip it, they wanna flip the inventory very fast. I think that's what they're
Right,
looking into.
right,
Yeah,
right.
they're very gun hold on a lot of big brands, bro. It's a lot
Yeah,
of guys that are out here that as far as boutique cigars, they're pretty much kind of old school, but they only stick to what
yeah,
they know, and
yes,
they're kind of
Hmm.
like, well, listen, well, I mean, I'll try it, but I don't know. That's kind of out of my wheelhouse if I go out of what I smoke on a normal
yes,
on a day to day. So it's a lot of those guys out here that don't really they're not interested in kind of really expanding their palate and trying something different.
yeah,
They just want to stick to what they enjoy,
yeah,
And I mean, there's nothing wrong with that, but I still say, especially if you've been smoking for a long time, I think it's always good to expand your palate. I
yeah,
Yeah,
say that for
man.
Hmm.
anybody.
Yep.
Expand your
Hmm.
palate, smoke something different. I mean, because I mean, you know that every time you pick up. Because what thing that's very popular out here for sure is the Drew Estate number 9. That
Mm-hmm.
the number nine is always off the shelf, and of course Oliva V Milanio. Every time somebody pick up a Oliva, they always gonna smoke a Oliva V Milanio. I'm like, listen, don't get me wrong, that it's a classic cigar, but smoke something different. Like go to the
Mm-hmm.
other end of the humidor and see what else is down there, because you never know, you
Mhm.
might actually find your next favorite cigar. So
Yep.
it's
Facts.
when I walk into a lounge and walk into a humidor and if someone asks me a question, I pick up a cigar that they've never seen before. Hey man, how does that cigar smoke? And I tell them, I tell them what the things I like about it, and you should try it for yourself. And like, hey, venture. I said, have you ever been on this side of the humidor? One guy said, man, I've come to this lounge for years, and I've never been on that side of the humidor. Go over there. You never know. You
Mm-hmm.
never know. You
Mhm.
never know what could be over there.
Yeah.
You
Yeah,
might find your
no
next favorite
doubt.
cigar, man. So,
Yeah, and I think Atlanta would be a great place for Lampert cigars because I
Yeah,
mean we got
ooh,
a
for sure.
Yeah.
lot of
Yeah.
Yeah.
smokers that are they're definitely
Mm-hmm.
willing to try. I mean, always looking for new stuff. A lot of new smokers always coming into the game. So
yeah, yeah.
absolutely.
Atlanta is the fastest
Mm-hmm.
growing cigar market for sure, as far as new smokers is
Mm.
concerned. Like
Yeah, for
Hmm.
me,
sure.
when I was down there, I actually shot Black Lightning there for like 5 years. That's where we shot, and um, that's when I got into cigars, and
Hmm.
I they and every time I go back, it's a trip how many lounges there are to
Yeah,
find. Like there's so
absolutely.
many lounges in New York, excuse me, in Atlanta. It's
Mm-hmm.
crazy. Like
Yep.
Wow.
it's crazy, bro. Like that's a place that when you come to the States, even if you don't have like events, I'm sure it'll be probably easy for you to make some events happen, but definitely that I think there's like 250 just within the city limits of Atlanta.
Yep.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah,
Wow.
Yeah.
It's
that's a
crazy,
lot,
bro.
bro.
It's
That's a lot.
crazy
Yeah.
how many and they are, I've found a lot of new brands or even like boutique brands that are hard to get in California. I've found them in Atlanta.
In Atlanta, absolutely.
Yep,
Wow. I will look
Very
Mm-hmm.
yep,
into
big
it.
on boutique brands.
yeah.
Yeah.
Brands I never even heard of
Yeah.
before.
Hmm.
You know what I mean? Like a lot.
Yeah.
Um, what's your just you being in the game 6 years now and being like one of the premier boutique brands and uh, you know we all love your stuff and I know everybody that smokes your stuff even like for the first
Mm-hmm.
time they fall in love with it. What is a new brand that you see coming up that you actually have paid attention to?
A new brand. I mean, I know that I think what's boutique brand, what's coming up is like the what's it called? Artisano. I think that's a boutique brand coming up, right?
Yeah,
El
Artesano
yeah,
Pulpo. Yeah.
tobacco.
Artesano.
yeah.
Yeah.
That's
El
about yeah.
Pulpo,
Yeah.
yeah, yeah,
Hmm.
Mm-hmm.
yeah,
I see this one, yes. Yeah. Mainly this one, yeah, from a boutique
yeah,
perspective.
yeah. From a
Okay.
boutique perspective.
Yeah.
Right, Peter.
Now,
Yeah.
now, once he met had a question. He said, Sorry if this has already been asked." He said, "When is the second release of the Limitada 25 drop?" He
Next
said,
week.
I
Two
missed
weeks
out.
next week.
Next week.
Next
Next
week.
week.
Yes.
Next week.
Next
Next
week.
week, boys. So you
Next
heard it
week.
here. Next
Get your
week.
fingers ready. They're gonna be
Yeah.
dropping
Next
like
Yeah,
week.
Jordans. It's gonna be hot.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Get in
yeah.
Oh
line.
You
God.
Fingers
you have
ready.
to you have to be fast. We don't have enough boxes.
Yeah. Ooh, the golden retailer at the golden retailer Salomon. He said,
Fantastic cigar.
Louis said he
Fantastic
want to
Fantastic.
try
cigar.
the golden
Mm-hmm.
retailer in the Salomon. That is a very very good cigar, bro.
Yes, it
Very
is.
good
Mm-hmm.
cigar.
Yeah.
And
Very
for
good
those who have
freaking
not
cigar.
tried, if you can find the Series A, if anybody can find the Series A, I know it's pretty hard to come by, but if you have it, don't wait. Smoke that shit, man. Smoke it.
Yeah.
That's a good ass cigar. I
Mm-hmm.
know it's a long. You're gonna be smoking for a while,
Yeah.
but
Yeah,
Yeah.
hey,
that
two
is a
hours.
very good
Stefan's going for
cigar,
two
bro.
hours right now.
2 hours,
You
yeah.
got 2 hours.
That's a very very good cigar. All right, guys.
Yeah.
We are at an hour 59. We're gonna cut it off at 2 hours unless y'all wanna extend it for a little bit. It's up to y'all.
No,
Yeah.
we'll let him go, man. He almost threw his
Mm,
cigar.
Yeah.
Sounds good.
Yeah.
Sounds good. Man, Doc,
All
listen,
right.
listen. It's an honor
Yeah.
having you on, man. We appreciate your time, and I know
Yes.
Definitely
it's
a pleasure.
super
Definitely a
late.
pleasure.
I know
Yeah.
it's super
No,
late
thank
where
you
you
guys so
are,
Definitely a
man.
much.
pleasure.
I really enjoyed it. It was real fun. Appreciate much
I'm
appreciated.
listen.
Definitely.
You're an honorary cigar avenger. Welcome to the
Mm.
team. You
Yes,
know what I'm
sir.
Thank
saying?
you.
It's been
Yeah.
great having you,
Mm-hmm.
man. Great conversation. You're welcome anytime. Anytime
I
you want
will.
to pop up, just say the word,
Anytime.
I
man. And
will.
you
I
got
will.
you got an open spot. You got an open
Much
spot, man.
appreciated. Thank you so much,
Um,
guys. And also for all the viewers, thank you so much for the support.
Yeah.
And yeah, keep an eyes on Limitada 2025 dropping next week. It's already at the airport. Be fast, because it's gone.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
there you go. Hey,
There it
listen.
is.
You heard it from the horse's mouth, man. You got to make sure you get
Mm-hmm.
on
Yeah.
it.
Hmm.
Make
Yeah.
sure you get on it, man.
That's it.
Thank you
All
again.
right.
Thank you again
Thank
for
you.
stopping by.
Thank you so much, guys.
Before we end it, No, what you got going for Big Guilty Podcast?
Nothing for tomorrow. So nothing for tomorrow. I think next week. Actually, just we might have to do that. We gotta do it again.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I heard the audio on that. It was crazy.
yeah. So we gotta
Yeah.
do it again, man. So
Yeah.
Yeah.
so
We can do
next
that.
Sunday. So next Sunday's gonna be just again. We're gonna get it right. We're gonna do it right. Actually, and,
Yeah.
and and in my opinion, it was a lot of gems dropped in that one, man. Just about
Yeah.
fatherhood stuff like that. So
Yeah.
you know, come along, tag in, and you know the vibes. Tell a friend, tell a friend. You know the vibes already.
For sure.
Yes,
Yeah.
sir.
Sure.
All right, Marvin, what you got coming out? What reviews you got coming?
Bro, I've been having some editing issues. Just having time to edit has been killing me. But I got Placentia Alma de Cielo coming. I got
Nice.
there's Rocky Patel. I don't want to talk about that one, but anyway, I got this Rocky Patel. I don't wanna talk
Yeah.
about that. Um, I got a Chamale Pioneer review coming.
All
Um,
right.
the the I got all these recorded. I just have to edit them, man. Like I've been
Yeah.
good with recording. I have been bad with editing. Um, uh, New Dawn, Avowed New Dawn, which I'm loving that brand, by the way. Like Avowed
Yeah.
mm,
is
Yeah.
I got to get some of
About
About
yeah.
those.
it, man.
I got to
mm,
get some
Avowed
of
is
those. Yeah.
killing. Like they're killing. And then I got a Limitada 2025. Now I'm not saying it because my bro's here. I got a
Yeah.
Limitada 2025.
nice.
What Matt gave me one when I went to see Matt at Winston's, his cigar lounge. When you come,
Yeah.
because they carry Winston's is carrying all. You know, Matt, he's
Yeah.
carrying all your
Yeah.
stuff, right? So
Yeah.
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 I went out
It's on
there
my
and saw
list.
him. It's a fucking beautiful place, brother. It's
Yeah.
beautiful, and I went and saw him for the grand opening, and he had just stuff. So I bought a bunch of stuff, and then he gave
Nice.
me the Limitada because he didn't have it for sale, but he gave me one, and that was the first time I smoked it there. And then Peter, um, I guess out of his 20% stash, he
Hmm.
sent me one. He sent me one, and I was able to review that one. So look for that coming real soon too.
All
Yeah.
right.
All
All right.
right.
All
All
right.
right.
Uh-huh.
Yes,
Stogie
sir.
Brody, what you got?
Now I'm not gonna say this either because the brother is on here. But
Yeah.
Lampert 2025 review coming, man. And
Hmm.
I'm getting this humidor tour together too, man. So
Hmm. Nice.
Yeah, because you've been
so
posting some bangers in there, bro. I can't wait to see
For
what's in
real.
there, bro. I can't wait to see
Yeah.
For
what.
real.
I
man.
know that
So
thing
yeah,
is, boy.
yeah.
Eh,
I got
that,
I
that's
got a
that,
little
that, that's the
stash.
only that's the only thing L got that's good because them bum ass Auburn Tigers. Well, you think if you thought you was gonna be safe, if you thought you was gonna be safe,
Come on, No. Come on, No. Come
Say at
on.
least wait till the season start, right?
There you go, man. There you go. There you go.
All
So yeah,
right,
that
Justin. Justin, what you got?
the
Oh,
Limitada
my bad. Go ahead. Go ahead.
2025 and the Humidor tour. That's pretty much it right about now, man.
All right.
I'm still a fairly new reviewer, so I'm just pretty much just grabbing them as I go, man. And just recording what I do.
For
Yeah.
sure.
That's a bit, bro. That's a bit. Justin, Stick
For
God
sure.
Travels, what you got?
Oh, for sure, man. That Limitada 25, of course, that one's already done. It's in the chamber, ready to go.
Nice.
The Perdomo Legacy, that one will be coming next week. The Maduro, and also I got a couple of Byrons that I'm gonna put out as well.
Mm,
Okay. All
Ooh.
right.
Yeah,
yes,
All right.
sir.
All right.
Uh-huh.
so
There you
Fred,
go.
what you
There
got
you
going on,
Right.
brother?
the reviews that I've been posting like at a later time just to kind of play with the algorithm a little bit and see how it goes. But I had reviews come out this past week. If you want to go, if y'all want to go check them out, you can. What I got coming up, of course, Placencia. I think I have shit. It's some shit coming, bro. Cause I can't think of it at the top of my head. It's some shit
so
coming. You listen. Turn on your notifications so you know when that shit drops. So
Hey,
you know what I'm
hey,
saying.
yeah,
I couldn't really think past the Limitata, man. This song been so good. So
yeah, it's good.
Yeah.
It's
Now,
good.
now listen,
It'll
listen.
hold. Hey,
Since
I ain't
all
gonna
y'all
hold you.
reviewing it, since all y'all
Yeah,
reviewing it soon, I might just wait till like late next month to post mine, bro. Cause
man,
yeah.
I'll wait. Cause you know what I'm saying. Like
Uh-huh.
it's like back to back to back. I mean, it's
I'm.
cool, but I let y'all got it. I'll post
is
mine a
that
little later.
Uh-huh.
is that good
Yeah,
though? Is that good, bro? So
and
It
I'm
is.
hoping. I'm hoping I can get my hands on that 23 too, because I'd
Uh-huh.
like to put that one out there as well.
yeah,
Yeah, and just
Mm-hmm.
even
Uh-huh.
the
Twenty.
even
Uh-huh.
the new one too with the age on it to kind of compare. But
Yeah.
yeah,
Oh
23
hell
is
yeah.
23
Shootouts.
is phenomenal,
Yeah,
man.
the
yeah,
23.
for
I
sure.
think
chef's
like
kiss.
I mean after smoking the
Uh-huh.
25 and no, I just smoked the 23. I think I smoked it this past week. I was just chilling and just comparing the two, man. Like you can definitely tell that there is a tweak, but they're both a chef's kiss though,
Yeah,
all the
man.
way,
Both
Uh-huh.
of them. Both
Absolutely.
of them.
all the way. Both
Uh-huh.
cigars are a chef kiss, man. So,
Hmm.
but all right, y'all. So we'll see y'all next week, man. Same place,
Yeah.
same time. Now
Yep.
Yeah.
remember, let's see. Remember now, next month when July hits, we're gonna just be streaming from the Cigar Avengers YouTube channel. So make sure
Uh-huh.
if y'all can, like the
Subscribe.
stream, share it, subscribe to
Sure.
the channel, man. Make sure so y'all
Mm.
know when we drop. And also, Dr. Stefan, you're gonna be on Cigars Unbanded pretty soon, correct?
Yes, I'm just I have to check the dates, but yes.
Yes, sir. So
Nice.
make sure
Looking
So
y'all
forward to
Nice,
look
that.
out
nice.
for
Yeah,
that. Y'all look
absolutely.
yeah.
out for that, man. Y'all look out for that. Now, there's gonna be a lot more questions coming.
Uh,
There's gonna be a
yeah.
lot more questions coming from that one.
No
So,
worries.
Uh-huh. Uh-huh.
so yeah,
As we
man.
try and
But
say.
like,
All
yeah, shout
right.
out to the
Thank you,
Cigars
guys.
and Bandit crew, man. Thank you again for stopping
Thank you.
by and hanging with us for a little while. And with that
Thank you
being
so
said,
much.
y'all, we'll
Thank
see
you.
y'all next time. Y'all be easy.
All
Thank
right.
you.
Peace.
Sure. All
Peace.
right.
All right.